Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Ooh, baby, please don't you be such a tease. If it's loving that you want from me, I got boo-boo. Don't be standing over there acting like you don't care when it's everything you want right here. I got boo-boo. I could be your boyfriend, what you want, I got plenty of it, but you keep on playing. The other ones ain't got nothing on me. You found the fountain, keep it running 247. Better ask about me and it could be yours. Ain't no need acting stingy for it. Ooh, baby, please don't you be such a tease. If it's loving that you want from me, I got boo-boo. Don't be standing over there acting like you don't care when it's everything you want right here. I got boo-boo. I know your reputation. Think you got more than a lot. Don't know what you're missing. I'm overstocked and kinda hot. Exceed expectations. I'm my ocean overflowing. Better ask about me and it could be yours. Ain't no need acting stingy for it. Ooh, baby, please don't you be such a tease. If it's loving that you want from me, I got boo-boo. Don't be standing over there acting like you don't care when it's everything you want right here. I got boo-boo. I got more than enough to keep you falling in love. I got buku, baby. Yeah, and if you happen to want some of me when I'm done, just know I got buku, baby. Don't be scared, come and get me. Ooh, baby, please don't you be such a tease. If it's loving that you want from me, I got buku. Don't be standing over there acting like you don't care when it's everything you want right here. I got buku. I got buku. I got buku. I got buku, baby. I got buku, baby. Buku. I got buku, baby.
And hello, What's going on? What's going on to all of mine? My tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers,
my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What is your tea, my darlings? Hey, what's happening, babies? What's happening, babies? What's happening, babies? Well, it's another glorious day, and I know you have all of your cups together, my darling, because it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, I had to come in with the song first because just when I was about to get ready to go on, honey, I had to go run to the bathroom because the queen had called us. And I'm like, oh, honey, not right now, not right now, not right now. So I had to sit down there and let her take care of her business. So I had to give y'all who is Thea with Buku, honey. Okay. I got Buku, baby. So listen, honey, listen, we're going to get into this today. I'm going to welcome you to bring all of your comments and stuff over. So come on in with your comments and things of that nature. And we're going to get this thing started, honey. Yes, 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 yes. You know, I have not ran the banner in a long time to announce what show this is. So having said all that, how has your days been, everyone? For me, it's been one of those kind of days, child. I woke up, you know, as you get older, one of the things that I'm finding is that when I'm waking up now, my eyes are dry. So, you know, it takes me a minute to focus and carry on. And sometimes I have to get up and um I try not to rub them so much because they start to itch. So I'll get up and come to the bathroom and wet my hands and put some water up there so that my eyes can moisten. Or sometimes I just have to run. If I'm able to, if they're not as moist as I would like them, then I get some eye drops and just put some eye drops in my eye, the saline, and let it go and carry it on so that it can move and groove and carry on. I can start my day. But today, honey, here in Atlanta, Georgia, baby, when I tell y'all this pollen has just been everywhere, you can actually see like the pollen like blow off the trees and the little things pop and carrying on. It was a mess because, child, you could actually see the mist. It was such a haze in the air today. And it has just been that way. Then I had a visitor. My former partner, honey, had come by here. And he came by. He was in the area dropping somebody off at the airport. He was like, "Look, I'm by. Can I come by?" I said, "Okay, sure. Come on, come on." And so then what the whole thing of it was is that he wanted me to see his damn car. He bought a new car, and this child was not going to let me rest until he took me somewhere in this car. Because, it's a state-of-the-art Toyota Camry. It has all the bells and whistles and things. Um, the anti-collision, those sensors and blah, blah, blah. It brakes automatically, those kinds of things. And it senses when you're too close up on the car. So if you're going too fast and it senses that you're getting too close to the car, it slows the car down automatically and blah, blah, blah. Real cute. Okay. But he said something to me that had got my damn panties all in a bunch because I was not expecting this particular conversation. And it brought me to today's show, honey. I titled today's show, "Trade Does Not Come Before Your Children." Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. Trade does not come before your children. Okay? And it was a conversation he had with some of the children in the neighborhood, okay, as he was walking by. Now, back years ago when I first moved into my complex, okay, now I have been in this same one bedroom apartment, the 700 square feet apartment, As of February 8th, I believe is when I moved. Was it the 8th or the 12th of 2008? I moved in here then. So, honey, it has been 13 years that I have been in the same apartment. Okay. Now, on March 31st, I celebrate 14 years of being a Georgia resident. Okay. So in all this time, like I said, when I first moved in here, I used to use my back door as my front door because at that time I was able to walk to work and it was directly around the corner. So I would go out the back door. I'm already, cut over the little lawn. I'm at the parking lot, parking area for the first cars is right here at the gate. So it was just a straight shot. So before I used to have everybody come through the back door, and carrying on because that was how we did it. Everybody parked up front so that we wouldn't have to do all the little driving around New Jerusalem to come to the front door. So it's much easier there. So he decides to park there and he walked around to the front door. So he tells me that while he was coming around, there was some children that was on the balcony, okay, of one of the units. And they spoke being lovely children. Hi. He spoke back, he says. And then he says to me that one of the kids says, oh, we locked out because mama got company. I said, they said, what? He said, yeah. He said, and I forgot what he said, it was a little boy and a little girl. He says, the children had said, it was both of them, oh, we locked out because mama has company. She got her special friend over and we can't be disturbed with her or something to that nature. I said, they said that to you? He said, yeah. And I immediately just went to fucking pieces. Okay. Because I don't know if that's a true story or not. I'm going to take it at face value. Okay. And he said, I didn't know how to respond to that. I said, what could you say? I said, that's a come. I'm glad it wasn't me. I said, because see me, I would have wanted to go knocking on that motherfucking door. So then he says to me, well, you can't sit down there and tell folks how to raise their kids and this, that, and the other. That would have been so inappropriate and so this and so that. And I said, listen, I don't want to hear about what you can't tell. You can't tell folks how to raise their goddamn kids. How is it that your child knows that you about to fuck? Okay, because you put them out on the back porch and locked the door, and they telling a stranger, oh, mama locked us out because she got company? What? Now, in all of my experience, that either meant either you fucking, you about to do some drugs, or you doing both. Okay? And don't want your kids there to see this and to see that and blah, 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 blah. That pissed me off. I stayed hot for about a good 20 minutes tops because I couldn't shake it. I could not shake that fucking feeling to save my soul. And I was like, who in the hell does that? And so it leads me to ask y'all this. And Red, I see you. I'm going to bring you in here. What is it that y'all doing, parents? Huh? What is it that you're doing to where you got your kids in on your motherfucking business like that? There's a whole different thing if they're 12, 13, and got some life on them, and they already started to experience what sex. They listen. They probably caught you already, whatever the case may be. They understand life at this particular point. But we're talking little kids, okay, still in single digits, okay, and for them to tell a stranger, "Oh, we locked out because mama got company." The fuck? I'm having a problem. So is that the new style of parenting? Is it cool that we sit up here and give kids the business like that to where you finna go in and handle your business, but your kids know what that means. See, back in my day, I remember when we had all these goddamn uncles. Oh, Uncle so and so that came over. Uncle so and so that came over. You know, oh, Uncle so and so. You know, when we had that particular shit going on. Is that where we are these days with these children? Is that the 2.0? Okay. Because we knew damn well everybody wasn't no goddamn uncle. Mama ain't got that many damn brothers, and we ain't got this. You know, we that was our little code. Oh, Uncle so-and-so was over. Okay. But then we also had the code of what goes on in this house stays in this house, right? So now we done with 2.0 to where you lock your kids out on the goddamn back porch because y'all upstairs and they can't go nowhere. So you lock them out on the goddamn porch so you can get your damn groove on. Is that what we doing these days, children? Huh? Y'all come on up in here. Come on, Red and Buck. Buck, I see you. Come on, Buck.
What up, though?
Y'all tell me because damn it,
Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Whew. Girl, God damn it, that was the best one you ever. Whew, shit. Woo, you must want that rent money real good. Hey, look, on your way out. My wife on the way. I need you to hurry up. Let the kids out the garage, please. Right.
Shut up, fool.
Wow,
you so goddamn dumb. Diamante, what's up, baby? Hey, from Detroit. Come on up in here, baby.
Detroit is
so no, yeah. So what's T? Y'all tell me what's going on, honey.
Now keep in mind, I grew up in Patricia's house, but when I was doing my own thing, it's a whole nother argument, okay? Especially when you're young girls. Now let's go here with it. Okay, here I go telling too much again. See, first of all, Patricia Ann didn't play that, okay?
Right.
Rutha May didn't play that. See, this started years ago when after her and my dad had a situation and whatnot, she decided, I got to live my life. So the ice cream man is coming. No, literally, the ice cream man is coming. The good humor man parking the driveway, yeah, he was here all night. That part.
Okay.
So we didn't know the good humor man was here because Pat waited till everybody was asleep.
Right.
Brought the good humor man through, closed the door, turned the music on, didn't think nothing of it. Woke up the next day, yeah, somebody left you a present. We got ice cream. All summer we had ice cream. Now keep in mind, we didn't equate none of this two together until that one fateful day. Yeah, the ice cream man truck was in y'all driveway last night. Huh? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he was in your driveway last night.
And no, the whole time you was standing there, you was goddamn eating a push-up.
An Eskimo pie.
Actually, it's brown pie, to be precise. You know that red, white, blue
pop.
Yeah. So anyway,
did you have the red, white, and blue, or did you have a fudge pop?
No, this was a red, white, blue. Fudge pop came out like what, about 84, 85? But anyway,
it's out now.
Well, that's a whole nother type of pop, you know. Yeah, so you know, early on, didn't know nothing. Now, when we got older, you know, Pat was at least like, look, this is my boyfriend, this is what's going on, you know, keep the house business, that type of stuff.
Right.
And then, of course, after a while, Pat was just like the hell with all them niggas and just was chilling. But anyway, that's how we dealt with it back then in the 80s. Now then, I got old, and then I started dating the mamas, and in a couple cases, the grandma. Now, this is where I'm 50. Don't be looking like that. I'm 50.
I got it, honey. I got it. But you just it's the way how that sounded. That sounded in a couple of cases the grandma.
Hey, well, let's keep it 100 though, because they take their teeth out. Goddamn it, this shit.
But then we got a lot of them that sit down there and they raising the grandbaby. So I got it. You know,
I ain't yet. I'm just talking about grandma, because technically grandma. See what I'm saying?
Oh, you saw the grandma?
Yet.
They grandma.
Yeah, I went down the streets and it was a lot of snow and stuff down there, if you know what I mean. I ain't got that far yet. But look, so these young girls, yeah, I know, I understand. These young girls, they don't seem to care as much because they got to have it. And little man and baby and them, y'all just go in your room, okay? And don't open this door.
Right.
Yeah, I did it like that. And then her in the process of me handling biz, yeah, they in there doing it. Don't knock on that door, mama gonna get you. And all of that. So it's like you come out the room and it's like, okay, they sitting there tee-heeing and whatnot. What you gonna say to the children? What you gonna say? Your mom got that bomb, or it is what it is. I mean,
you know what? Hey, one of my favorite scenes. Hey, Eric. Hey, one of my favorite scenes. Right, Forrest Gump. He said, boy, your mom sure care a lot about your schooling.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't play it along the way. And, mama didn't explain. Yeah, Mr. Eric took care of that for you and whatnot. But like I said, these days it's a whole different scenario. A lot of these kids, they know what it is, and mama don't care. And some situations, mama like, look, we busy. You know what we doing? Don't you come back in?
Oh no, not okay. You know what? And the sad thing is, I know you're right, because shit.
You know, I just had this talk yesterday. It was just regular sitting around talking with my wife. We was talking about the different levels of raising and how people move. Households were so different, and you had to doggone be mature enough to readjust when you're in different people's households. When we were growing up,
right?
And I thought about my firstborn, right? Okay, I used to go visit her mom, and her mom, she stayed with her mother, and her mother, brothers and sisters, all stayed in the house. But I would be sitting in the kitchen sometime before she get home from work and be sitting there talking with her mom. And we sitting there having a good conversation, laughing about different stuff, me and her mother. And she'd come in and she'd be all smiling, happy I'm there already. So she go in the room and she get her stuff together because she's just getting off work.
Right.
And then her mama would make statements like, oh, yeah, you better get your butt on in there. You know she wants some.
Wow.
Well, okay.
And I used to be like, I'd be like, I ain't gonna do all that up there. And she's like, I know what y'all be quiet and know what y'all be doing. I don't care what y'all do up in that room.
Oh.
No, it go down like that because I didn't have that one scenario. Oh, thank God.
My first daughter came from that household right there because I couldn't take her down to my house and fuck. That wasn't happening.
Right. Thank God you hear Mr. Eric, because mama been tripping all day, but you be happy once you leave.
Give me a minute, man.
Child. Wait a minute, I'm gonna drop him down and let him do that. Honey, what is this, girl? You see I'm on the thing?
But yeah, I think what it is though, Meech, is that people view sex relations differently in 2021. It's more about the function and the act than the romanticism and all of that. So because they look at it more as they need that maintenance for the moment, it's kind of dealt with like that. And these kids, because they know stuff since age 8 and 9, ain't no sense of sugarcoating it with them no more.
Well, so, yeah.
Mama needed to have a life too. So Mr. Eric over here, he's staying the night. Stay your butt up out of there. And if you see him in his drawers, don't be telling nobody at school tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, wait. This just came across my desk. So listen, I don't know how to handle this. I'm trying to connect all these damn dots. Who's in here? Research department. Just look up Little Nas X Satan shoes. Yeah, And apparently, This is a Nike brand shoe. Because ain't that Nike's logo?
Hold on.
Ain't that Nike's? Wait a minute. Can y'all see that? Ain't that Nike's logo?
That is a Nike logo. That is correct.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Hold on. But look at the shoe.
That's that. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the 5-star.
Yeah. That
the
one.
5-point. And from what I'm understanding, I guess this is called 6x666.
What?
Little Nas introduces Satan's shoes to the culture with pentagrams and actual blood by Nike.
That's basically what I'm seeing. Hold on. According to Variety and TMZ, Little Nas X and Miss CHF releasing Satan shoes in wake of music video. There's a video that corresponds with this. Oh my.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna find that because I want to.
We can't even play that.
Oh, yes, we can.
Well, I ain't seen it yet, but from what I'm looking at, no, we can't.
Oh, yes, we can.
Okay then.
Oh, yes, the hell we can, honey.
All righty then.
Okay.
I'm sending the link. Hold on.
And talking about will contain a drop of human blood. Well, whose blood?
All right, check your messenger.
Okay. Hold on. The cheering. I said the cheering.
Right.
Okay, I'm a little speechless because see, I'm trying to get onto something because now look at here, messenger don't want to act. Okay, then you know what? Hold on.
See, you ain't trying to see. Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's the wrong thing. Okay, let me let it. It's buffering, so let me let it buffer.
Okay.
And carrying on. But we're gonna get it.
Yeah, but y'all can find this video on Vivo. Nas X Montero. Call me by my name. No, call me by your name. Okay then.
Right.
Let me see if I can send y'all the link. Hold on.
Yeah, that's it. Put the link up in the do.
Let's do that way.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, is this a video? Now, see, hold on, because see, this is what I'm trying to understand. If this is some kind of ploy, no, this is an actual shoe. Okay.
Yeah, it's an actual shoe. Okay, y'all. Here you go. This is according to TMZ, people. Little Nas X is fully leaning into his new hellish aesthetic, teaming up with an idea or to release Satan shoes. This on the heels of his polarizing music video on the same subject. The rapper is putting out a limited release of Nike sneakers that are all about the princes of darkness and his kingdom, right down to the box artwork and even the shoe design itself, which features a pentagram emblem sitting on the laces.
Right.
The shoe body is a Nike Air Max 97. All righty. Oh, wow. Apparently, these shoes, only 666 pairs of them will be made, and they will be about $1,018 a piece. And they're coming out March 29th of 2021. This according to a tweet by Mischief. Here's the kicker. Apparently, these shoes will contain 1 drop of human blood somewhere along the soles. And no, not the metaphorical blood, sweat, and tears, like actual plasma-filled red blood. Of course, whose blood exactly is being used, this is okay then.
Okay.
It's true.
Interesting.
Variety and Page 6 and E! News, they all collaborate. The Chicago Tribune.
Right. Okay.
This actual
I'm trying to get into it.
So yeah, apparently the video came out, and the popularity of the video has led to these shoes being made.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. This is what this is, honey. Because we finna go to get into this, and I mean it. Because see, no.
I'm about to share the link so y'all can check this video out for yourself. Hold on.
No, I'm finna go to upload it. Because we finna play it right here.
Okay then. Even better.
We finna play it right here. Because this is breaking news.
This is definitely breaking news. The video came out yesterday, apparently, so this is something they have planned.
Yeah. And so now I want to see if this is a publicity stunt, and this, that, and the third, and all that,
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to upload this because this is breaking like right now. Usually I would have had this already in the comments and things.
Some of these stories is like from 34 minutes ago. So yeah, this is definitely breaking news.
Okay. While that's uploading, we're gonna finish up.
The link, everybody, under my name. That's the link to go check it out later on, or share it if you need to.
Yeah, yeah. I'm well, I guess we can put all this together with this because when you're sitting down thinking about children, okay, and I don't want to go necessarily run to the children argument with Lil Nas X, but the idea that we're raising our kids now to where you're having them grow up too fucking fast, okay, right. And things, and they all in the business about what you're doing in your bedroom and this, that, and the other. That don't make no motherfucking sense, and that's why I had a problem. Because I told my ex, I said, listen, I would have what up there, if I didn't, I would have wanted you strongly. Go knock on that goddamn door. I'm like, bitch, what the hell? You got your kids out here talking about something, you in here, and you locked them out the house because you got company.
Oh, but wait, it gets worse. Again, here I go confessing stuff I need to man my business about, but hey, I like to keep it 100 with y'all. There was a couple situations where you have the very young child in the room, and because they are a baby and whatnot, and need some type of supervision, yeah, it still got to go down though.
Well, that's a baby. And here's the thing. You can put a baby in the crib and things of that nature. And at that particular time, honey, it is suggested that they don't know. But they in a space where they're very observant. So if they're not there watching, they're in the crib, they're preoccupied with their own shit. That's babies. Now, I'm talking about it ain't no baby no more if they up walking and you got them potty trained.
If they can address you as Mr. Eric,
no. Okay. All right. The video up. Let's do this. Okay, y'all. Let's get into this. Is breaking. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where my banner's at? Because I want to play this across the banner. Because I'm under the Copyright Act, honey. I don't know what we finna get into, but this is breaking news. And as this said, this is allowance made by fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Y'all, okay.
And this is all of that.
We finna get into all of that, okay? So let's do it.
In life, we hide the parts of ourselves we don't want the world to see. We lock them away. We tell them no. We banish them. But here, we don't. Welcome to Montero. I called it bad just today. You hit me with a call to your place. Ain't been out in a while anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles in my face. Romantic talking, you don't even have to try. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight. Looking at the table, all I see is bleeding white. Baby, you living the life, and nigga, you ain't living right. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only you to sin. If you rain in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, hey, I wanna sell what you're buying. I wanna feel on your ass in Hawaii. I want that jet lag from fucking and flying. Shoot a shot in your mouth while I'm riding. Oh, I mean, a sign of the times every time that I speak. A dime and a nine, it was mine every week. What a time and incline, God was shining on me. Now I can't leave, and now I'm making hella Italy. Never want the niggas that's in my league. I wanna fuck the ones I envy, I envy. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only you to sin. If you live in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, call me by your name. Tell me you love me in private. Call me by your name. I do not care if you're lying. When you want me, call me, I'll drop everything. Don't need your name, 'cause I don't have to say it. Fuck it, let's ride.
Well, well, let me say this. The production of this motherfucker is absolutely over.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we like to look at stuff artistically because we learn and study those types of things in school. From that standpoint, the visuals and the graphics were incredible.
This here is a beast of a video.
I agree on that much of it.
Okay, now the message behind it, if I'm trying to get into it, although I can get into the lyrics, but I can't really understand them because it's kind of, it's not mush mouth, but okay. But from what I'm understanding,
one of the times he said, "You like to fuck the ones you envy."
Yeah. Okay, Habiba said you could break the video down to 30-second intervals to avoid the strikes. Okay, we'll work on that on another. These graphics is dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's where this is. Because I'm looking at how the video is. You know, you was all angelic and this, that, and the other. You in the garden. You got seduced by the snake. You know, that's the whole Adam and Eve story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, got seduced by the snake, and now your eyes have been open to the world, you know, similar to the whole idea of the tree of knowledge. Okay. So now you done came into yourself. Okay. Trying to understand who you are. Now catch it. Because you got all of the feminine children in blue. Okay. And blue hair, blue graphic, blue this, blue that. He was in pink.
Right.
And he was being persecuted.
Mm.
Okay. Being persecuted. I'm taking that to be the inner struggle between the masculine and the feminine.
Gotcha.
Okay. And it was an inner struggle. And then, of course, all the persecution, because the feminine energy was what was broken up and persecuted and things and beat and tortured and all that. They threw the bricks and this, that, and the other at him and all that. Then somehow he breaks free or whatever that is of him coming through and going down the rabbit hole, if you will. Okay. He done got on the pole and went slid on down to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now he's in hell, which I'm suggesting that is symbolic of him saying, okay, I've accepted my truth, but my truth, y'all tell me, is demonic. And, y'all gonna cast me to hell and this, that, and the other. So fuck it, I'm gonna dance with the devil. As you see, he started riding, fucking the devil and this, that, and the other. But yeah, the ending.
Right.
The ending of that is very real because he kills the devil and then takes the horns and puts the horns on.
And then master his own destiny.
And then got his own wings.
Mm-hmm.
And the glowing eyes are carrying on. Okay. Mm-hmm. So all that's very symbolic of I'm embracing who I am, like it or leave it. And I'm both angelic and demonic, if you will, because it's a birthright.
Right.
Okay.
Much like the story of the Archangel Michael.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Because who else could defeat the power of Satan like that to where you break his neck? You understand? So, okay, I get it. Now, what I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to connect these to these goddamn shoes. Okay.
Right.
And embracing all of that, because that's part of the lyrics of the song. Some of us are scared to embrace that. We're taught to hide that. We're taught to this, that, and carrying on. But here, we don't. You could be yourself and all that. But the question becomes this whole idea with the shoe. And the reason why I'm making it such an issue is because though I don't believe in the concept of Satan the way that we have been known to be believed and has been taught to us, I don't necessarily subscribe to that version of Satan anymore. Okay. At the same time, I'm not going to sit down here and it's like I said this in another show. As an actor, I can play Satan, but I can't play nothing that's going to worship that. When you're having satanic rituals and church services and that kind of stuff, I can't do that.
Right.
And the reason why I can't and I won't do that is because when you're giving praise and honor to negativity, you invite that because now you make that an allegiance. Mm-hmm. Okay. So in saying all of that, I'm trying to connect why would he want to sit down here and use this particular symbol on this shoe? And why would Nike accept that?
And more importantly, why did he choose to go this route, knowing that, okay, on the one hand, yes, this video will probably have 10 million views by Monday.
Right.
So in terms of exposure and whatnot, yeah, but then you consider his overall brand, especially the fact that the doggone song, the song.
Oh, wait. Honey, stop. You said 10 million by Monday. No, sweetie. He's already at 16,331,681 views now.
Make that 50 million. My bad. But
okay, and that's as of March 20. It premiered March 26th, which was yesterday.
Yes. So make that 50 million.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though. Like I said, it seems to completely go against his brand, which is marketed toward more young children. Remember, it's the same guy that came out months ago with a children's book. And now you have to explain why Little Country Knives X is doing this to your children.
Well, here's the thing. You know what? Here's where we are, because when the children's book came out, folks already had those criticisms because he was going to the Grammys and on this their pink cowboy gear, and this, that, and the other. And folks still, I'm going to tell you, the world of hip hop and carrying on still have not forgiven him, if you will, for coming out as openly gay, considering that he did that after the song had become the hit that it became.
Right.
Okay. You have a number of people, honey, across the globe, across orientations that have gravitated to that song. Okay. And for it to have become what it done and have become the most successful song, and then it's the first song to where you got country music and rap done intertwined.
Right.
Okay, and done what it's done. They got so many different versions of it. You know, with him doing it with Billy Ray Cyrus, and who he did it with somebody else, a rapper or somebody. There's other little collaborative versions of this,
right,
to where those who have had an issue with him coming out, you know, they still are shook. So now, you know, and him making a statement for himself, you can turn that off now. And him making a statement for himself and him doing what it is that he does, now is trying to embrace it. And I really believe that this particular statement that he's making is in defiance to power, and is also establishing. It's kind of so. Remember how Miley Cyrus, you know, when she had to break that whole Hannah Montana image, and yet she got out there on the Grammys, they got to licking and twerking and this, because she needed folks to understand she's an adult now. She's not Hannah Montana, you know, because everybody wanted her to be purebred Hannah Montana. Janet Jackson did the same thing with Control. Because everybody thought that she was still Dream Street and young. And then she had to come out with Control and Funny How Time Flies, and this progressed, you know, to where hell, what about that? What about that? Okay,
I mean, pretty much like Chloe and Holly now coming out with their adult versions of themselves. They're not kids no more. So
exactly. And so now what we have to do is to embrace it. I'm just trying to understand the route that he's taking to it, because see, this could now let's look at it from this perspective. It's a rap song, but with those kind of graphics, he could pull in a demographic, honey, like the damn heavy metal children.
Exactly, and perhaps maybe that's his next route.
Perhaps that is because of the graphics of that damn thing, honey. We don't know, you know, what it is. People, what you say? Wait a minute, I like this comment. The dude is an entrepreneur using his creative mind. Politics has nothing to do with his aspirations. I give you that to a point, but I'm gonna say that's debatable. Okay, I'm gonna say that's debatable because we don't know. What we're saying, all of this is purely speculation unless we sit down with him, because I'm sure he understands. And if he don't understand anything, religious politics, he knows. So we can't say politics has nothing to do with it, because he knows what the hell this particular move would do for that religious community. Okay.
If you pull off Lil Nas X on one of these podcasts,
Which after all things I said and done, the sun goes boom, the circle of life, and the spirit game starts again. Hey, you know what? I can't fuck with that one. Now that one I can't fuck with, because you're right. Okay, I can't fuck with that one.
We are talking about the person who has the #1 song for the longest consecutive weeks of any artist ever. Old Town Road, 19 weeks. So at this point, you kind of feel like I got the cachet to attempt whatever I choose. I mean, I'm sure there's a list of people that would like to work with him even still, no matter what happens in this scenario.
Okay. Now here, Derek is driving. Derek, you ready? Okay. Let me bring Miss Derek up in there. Hey, baby.
What up,
What's up? I'm trying to get some light. I know y'all want to see my beautiful face, but it's dark. And you know, there's only a couple things I do in the dark, bitch. And talking on the phone ain't one of them.
You so crazy.
Okay. Well, listen.
I was blessed. I blessed my daughter and my good friend took me out of town to Ocean City for a little bit just to get out of Baltimore.
Okay.
Dig that, honey. Dig that. Now, I don't know how much of this you've seen. We just played the new Lil Nas X video. And in corresponding with it, he has released a shoe with Nike. Okay. And it's the Satan shoe. And it has a pinnacle.
You heard him right.
Satan shoe.
You heard him right.
Get out of here.
And it has a pinnacle, a pinnacle on the shoelaces, and on the side, on the sole, it says 6/666. And then supposedly each particular shoe is supposed to contain 1 drop of human blood on the sole somewhere. Now it's a limited edition shoe. They only selling 666 pair, and they're gonna go for $1,018.
And I'm sure there's a significance to that price as well.
And this is a shoe that's being produced by Nike.
That's correct.
Catch that. See, so Habiba, again, going to the politics had nothing to do with his aspirations. That's why I say that's debatable, because now you done got a major brand in on these shenanigans. Okay, and I know they know what the hell that means as far as coin is concerned.
Absolutely.
Okay. At the same time,
you know they have to know exactly what it means. That's exactly why they're only selling 666 pair of goddamn shoes.
Right, because it's a limited edition.
Right.
Okay.
It's not about the ones they sell. It's about the ones that's going to get resold on eBay for 10 times that amount.
Well, that's going to come from those who trying to reappropriate the shoe and trying to get into that whole capitalistic thing. What it is, though, is that it's going to be the shoes that's going to be on demand. Because see, if you're only doing 666 pair and you get a buzz for this, okay, boom, what's that gonna mean?
Right.
Okay. What is that?
Well, let's hope and pray it's not a shoe that's gonna have people's lives taken from them.
Well, how about that? Now see, because now let's go here, because we have that whole game of, folks believe that the Illuminati is real. Okay, as a matter of fact, reading the video, that's the first, that one of the comments I said, oh, the Illuminati, honey. Okay. I don't necessarily believe in the Illuminati the way they're trying to sell it. That folks are sold to the devil and this, that. I don't believe that in that particular context. What I do believe, though, I would say you got in bed with the devil, in quotes. And what I mean is that you have done, you will go through the outer limits to make some shit happen at whatever cost. Okay.
Right. Not only does they have over 1 million views already, but over 160,000 comments as well.
Right. Okay. So with their whole idea of what this is, and see now, with him being out and open, and then this whole thing with the satanic do-I-ditties. A lot of folks now, here go the gay backlash again. These politics that's debatable, Habiba. Because now we're gonna have the whole backlash of the Christian community and the evangelicals coming out against the whole LGBT shit again. Because here you are promoting satanic shit, and we're gonna have all that.
Right, and then Monday will be on all the shows, The Talk and The View and
DMA, all of they finna hit. Oh baby, they finna hit this.
But see, my issue with that is, unfortunately, even though we all know what it is, like me said, we know it's gonna get you to the point where they start labeling all of the fucking alphabet children in the same goddamn pot.
It's gonna start that conversation all over again.
Because you have the church people saying, see, we already told y'all they was demon possessed. Look at them now, they're worshiping the devil.
Right. It's going to take that because remember, we only got, during the year, we get the whole Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve thing. We get that at least once a quarter, because there's 4 quarters in a year. We get that sermon once a quarter. Okay. And so now, we're here in this particular space, and it's finna great to start all of that. So again, the whole argument, Habib, about politics had nothing to do with his aspirations. He's too smart not to. So again, I would say that's a debatable point. Come up with a counterpoint on that for me. So let me see what you're thinking, and then let's balance it out. You see, come up with, give me a balance point on that, so I can say, okay, I see where you are, because I see where you are here, as far as him being brilliant and stuff and thinking outside of the box. getting his career here, because we all know in being different and being individual and being all of that, you know, to get a career together. And then how do you top Old Town Road? You know, what is it that needs to be the top? Because I did not know that this was a video. I've seen these pictures of him, you know, when he had the black shorts on with the thigh-high boots and no shirt and the pigtails. That picture was going on Twitter for a while. Okay. It started trending on Twitter, and all I saw was these thigh-high boots, and I just thought he was just, you know, being, you know, having a fair moment, you know. Oh, okay, that's cute, you know, and the kids rent them across the coals about that. Now seeing this video, and here you are with, you know, you down here with this makeshift image of what Satan's supposed to be, and now you riding Satan and carrying on, and you basically doing a lap dance, you know, like a stripper, you know, boom, because shit, you came down to hell on the stripper pole. Now if we gonna get real technical, I want to break it down. What you said, what if the strippers get into that and say, so what you say, all strippers going to hell? You see what I'm saying? So this okay, this could be a conversation piece for your ass. Okay, for your ass. Okay, wait a minute, we got a comment here. That would say what? They will make more than 666 pairs. That's simply the voice of the crossroads.
You probably got a good point there.
Listen, they probably will once the demand get up there, because see now
them 666 they already sold. Whenever they put
exactly
5 minutes, them gone.
They gone. Hell, they probably already on pre-order. We don't know. Exactly. They on pre-order. So shit.
Right.
Okay. So do the math. Okay, you talking 666 pair times 1,000. Okay, so that's already over $500,000.
That's 10,000 for 10 pair, and that's 100,000 for 100 pair. So yeah, that's about a quick 600,000 and some change. Yeah,
666,000 and some change. Okay, so you already over $500,000. Okay, plus whatever tax. So you know, that's going to be those who are the upper echelons that follow him like that can do it immediately. And then it's going to be those who feel as though they got to have them. And then we let's take this into consideration now. We do have actual Satan worshipers out there.
True.
Okay. So they may see this as something that speaks their language, and they'll get it just because somebody speaks their language.
And this may actually lead to other things like, okay, can we get some gear to go with these shoes now?
Hello? Because you know t-shirts are coming somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So
okay, I have $1 million question.
Here we go.
How many people has done this in the past but just is not publicized?
Interesting.
Well, that goes to see. Here we go. That goes to that Illuminati shit, because what they're saying is the Illuminati speaks to that very issue. You know, because there's a number of folks who may have they said that about Sammy Davis Jr. that he was part of that Illuminati and stuff because he had joined. He was part of the Brat Pack. Okay, Dean Martin and what's the big honcho? What's his name?
Martin, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr.
Right. Well, you know, the same was said about Sam Cooke. Same reason. Remember, that was his musical director.
Right. Right. So a lot of folks, you know, they've been feeling that you know, they said that about them, and you know, some of the things that they had taken and blah blah. In fact, one of the things they were saying about Sammy was that the part of the price of him was how he lost his eye. You know, when he lost his eye and all of that. And they were saying that was part of the price for him doing X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, honey. Wait a minute. They really don't know how to market a gay artist. Now, I can't fuck with that, Ever, because you're right. They really don't, because for the most part, they want to box it, okay? you have to understand something that what Nas X has done that is so revolutionary.
Right.
And that there is, they could not box him because you rap and country.
Right. And at this point, you have to think that Nas X has the cachet to pretty much do whatever the damn hell he wants in terms of
exactly.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Now he can do that. But let us keep in mind, let us always remember of all of the ones who came before this young man who could not come forth with their gayness.
Right.
And unfortunately, and keeping it real, some people came out and it harmed their fucking careers. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And look how long it took Elton John to publicly come out. Everybody knew he was gay, but he was like in the business for like 40 years before he even fucking came out.
Right.
So when's CeeLo coming out? What?
Oh, everybody got quiet on that. Everybody got quiet on that. You know what? I've always said that CeeLo is our generation's Liberace.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is the Black Elton John. He is a generational Liberace.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. The Black Elton John.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. The Black Elton. Okay.
I remember when.
Okay. Let me go here to the comment. As far as aspiring and dreaming, it's a money game. Everyone should have the right to pursue happiness. The politics is who like it or who doesn't. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. That's why I said, yeah, give me that because I like to. I wanted to balance that out. But yeah, and yeah, you're right. And that there is that. But to say, I'm going to stick with saying that politics had nothing to do with it. That's still debatable because see now, in aspiring to be huge and to build your empire and carrying on, you got to bank on a number of folks liking it and a number of folks who don't like it because you want to create the controversy so that it stays in the public eye. You know, one of the things that we know about entertainment, honey, is all publicity is good publicity. Okay, all publicity is good publicity. You just got to know how to work it. Okay, you got to know how to work it.
Yes, honey, you need to know all publicity.
If you learn how to work it, honey, what a better way to show non-support is to associate this gay artist as demonic. Okay, what better way to show non-support? Okay, well that's exactly what it is. What you say? Look at the contrast.
But the thing we gotta realize back in the day, y'all remember damn, what's the guy name who used to be on the stage biting off fucking rats' heads? But everybody lived for that shit. He's Alice Cooper.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Right, and the more he did it, the more satanic shit that he did, the more popular he fucking became.
Right. Okay. Elton John didn't have to come out. Everyone already knew white queen privilege.
No, that's funny.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He didn't have to come out, but he did. Let's make that clear. He made a public statement that he was a goddamn homosexual.
Okay, but guess what? You know what, Derek? Let me tell you something. It's how you're saying sometimes you're right. Some people's careers got affected by it, depending on the genre of music and the people that they have to be around. But if you remember the group Queen, they all was gay.
Get out of my head because I was just going there. I was just going there.
Guess what? It didn't harm.
No, it didn't. But I don't think that a lot of times during their career they knowingly made that known to everybody that they were gay.
That's where I'm finna go because here's what it was. Them naming themselves Queen.
What happened?
What happened?
You know what happened?
What?
It's a reason why we only seeing YouTube comments, folks. It happened.
Oh! They popped us on Facebook.
Yeah, they got us.
Oh, wait a minute. What they say?
I'm so sick of them motherfuckers. I don't know what to do.
I knew that punk ass shit.
Did I say something wrong?
No. No, they said Sony Music Entertainment has taken action on your video because it contains. But hold on. No, I'm submitting a dispute right away.
All right. Meanwhile, let me show the YouTube link. You know how we do this. Stand by, everyone.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Hold on. Oh, fuck it. Let me come out of this. I gotta come out of this now because we're doubling. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, but I'm gonna have to put up a disclaimer because that's why I'm rolling that on the round. This is a motherfucking music video, honey. Ain't nobody trying to make money off of this. This is a motherfucking report. Y'all got this out here, and y'all did this because this is how y'all did this. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do your hair. Don't do me, honey. Okay.
But you know what? That's the funny shit. At the meeting I had today,
yeah,
that's one of the subjects that came up. What we just went through right now with Facebook.
Yeah,
the subject came up when people interviewed me, and I went there and I wasn't supposed to be playing my music. I was being interviewed for everything else, and then when somebody on the comments said something about my song, for that person's show, they looked at me like, "Yo, you got music?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," I said, "I do that too." And I started talking about it. And then when we went to break, she asked me to send it to her. When I sent her the song, she came back, she announced it and said, "Go ahead and tell everybody." And I said what I said. All of them, okay. Song came on, everybody bouncing. The doggone comments got lit, people dancing and stuff with the little videos. All that. It was going crazy. Halfway through the song, the whole Facebook shut the entire show down.
Okay.
How you gonna shut the show and I'm on the show and it's my song?
Listen, Facebook does that old goofy ass shit, and they do it all the goddamn time, which makes no sense to me. Because again, in trying to understand about it, they keep telling us that trying to get a license to do this, we don't need it or whatever because Facebook already have the licenses. But then the question becomes, if you already have the licenses, why is it that I got to keep going through this bullshit with you?
Right.
Okay. Why is it that we have to go through this? And then I got to keep fighting and telling y'all, no, honey, if you're following my show the way you say you're following my motherfucking show, you already know what this is all about.
Exactly.
Okay. If you're monitoring me the way that you are. However, there's this whole thing here. There's an onion that will blossom. And it's going to sit down there, and baby, when you unpeel that damn thing and peel it back, there's gonna be some more shit that could come out of this. That this one video is going to do. And now that he is, now here's the thing, where his titties at? Because y'all remember seeing the video? I mean, the picture that was up on YouTube, and he had all these damn titties up, and he had just bought him some titties.
I recall that.
Okay, and this, that, and the other. Everybody was like, Lord have mercy. He done went and bought him some titties. I said, child, that's a breastplate. What are y'all talking about? Okay, it's a breastplate. Okay. And this, that, and the third, child. And y'all know, child, something like that, and didn't nobody report him going to the doctor, being up on that knife or whatever? Come on. Okay. So here we are, a lot of what he's doing and carrying on, I really believe now I'm gonna put this out here because I'm gonna say it like this. As a young man, and then that's the other thing, he's young. He's a young queen, okay, who's coming into who he is, and he just happens to be doing it publicly. Usually, honey, this is done at the bars and things of that nature as you experiment with who you are, your gender expression, and this, that, and the other. We don't know if he's going to be a drag queen, if he's thinking about experimenting with maybe he got an inner transgender in it. We don't know none of that. Okay, what we see is an artist who is expressing himself artistically. Okay, in many different forms, and because of his feminine persona, or what society deems to be a feminine persona, okay, then we have major issues with this. So that's going to strike up more conversations with Judge Joe Brown and them bitches, and all those who feel as though, here we go with Hollywood destroying the black man image again.
Even though I speak on masculinity and I do wear a black dress at my job, there's a difference.
Well, he done retired, so he don't wear it no more, at least not on the job. She's a young queen, but the industry is not ready. You know what? The industry claims they're not ready, child, but the industry is ran by queens. The industry is ran by queens. So for us to keep saying that the industry ain't ready, that's a goddamn lie. Because shit, David Geffen was gay as fuck at Geffen Records. Okay, Geffen Records, honey, had all the goddamn hits.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's questionable about Clive Davis. I've never seen Clive with a wife or at none of these damn awards or whatever. It's been speculated. Okay.
He's had a wife. I'm reading the book now. So.
Oh, he had one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
you can buy it in Hollywood.
Exactly.
And a couple sides.
Okay. Listen, child. Listen. After Anthony Perkins, Mr. Psycho himself, was gay as fuck, and they sat down there and at that time Hollywood would plant shit. They planted him with models and bitches and carrying on for those photo ops so that it would tone down any conversation or rumors or whatever. So they made that, you know. They created images for him, you know.
Can y'all put Naomi and her family in y'all prayers?
Yep.
Cupcake, put it, you know what I'm saying? Put her granddaddy had a stroke.
Oh Lord.
And half of it not coming back. Half his body not coming back. So
yeah.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
You know I understand now.
And they got and they found a little clot. They trying to dissolve a clot that's in his brain.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, well, you know what? That's a wonderful transition.
Yeah. They got us. I see you in the comments. They got us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Princess. Yeah, you missed earlier. We played the new Lil Nas X video and Carrying On, and yeah, they popped us for that. Closet Queens. Big difference. Not necessarily a big difference. And most of them girls ain't. Let me tell you something about that. Back in 2011, the last time Soul Train had the awards here in Atlanta, okay, I was blessed I had just started dishing tea. Okay, we're 2 years in. And I went to that because I was trying to get on the red carpet, but they said they wouldn't let me on the red carpet, but they let me come to the taping of all that. So I was there. And it was here at the Fox Theater. Okay. And that night I met Bootsy Collins. I had met B. Smith and her husband Dan. I met Mary. I met Tammy Roman, and carried on. I had met a number. I met Tretch. Oh, OPP. I met Tretch, baby. Shawnee O'Neal. I met a lot of folks there that night. Okay. But child, when I walked into the hotel that where they were at, which happened to be my donut factory, now, when I walked in the hotel, I'm sitting down here, you know, I'm seeing all the people, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, no. I'm like, girl, what you doing here? You know, oh, child, I'm a production assistant over here helping out them with this and another. I said, oh, a couple more steps. Hey, baby, girl, what you doing here? Girl, well, you know, I work for so-and-so and so-and-so. So I felt like after so long, I felt like I was back at Black Gay Pride. Okay, it was so many motherfucking queens, and I ain't talking, no, they weren't closeted. Okay, a lot of production assistants, managers, personal assistants, you know, these are folks handing out tickets and carrying on. They run in the backstage. You know, a lot of them are makeup artists and carrying on. We got dressers and all of that, you know, and then we had those who were actual at the label. Oh, yeah, I'm a part of A&R at the label. I'm a part of this. I'm like, bitch, And as I'm looking around, I'm like, well, what the fuck does the damn music industry talking about? Some gay folks can't do nothing. They can't sell shit. You're right.
I ain't never been able to. I have never been able to buy that because I have. Matter of fact, you know what? Somebody we're mutually friends with. Let's talk about Tony Terry. All right. Mm-hmm. We had a video shoot over at damn Sugarloaf Country Club. Answers it.
But not an accent, but it's
we shot the video at this. As a matter of fact, at a guy that was a black owner, bank owner. And he let us use. I guess use the house or whatever. So we were there. So when you get there, you know you got makeup, you got wardrobe, you got all this stuff, so the full set, right? That's why I met the guy that do Chanel. He works for Chanel. He do makeup. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they had Chanel in one corner with the lights flashing, and they on camera doing beat makeup, and they had Mac across the room, another.
Right.
So it's whoever you sign up for as talent. And they had the person that was doing the cocktails and stuff like that, libations or whatever.
Right.
Okay. So far, I have not made it to the actual set where we were doing the staircase coming down to the club scene like this.
Okay.
Every professional I met in that first room that was set up with all the state-of-the-art equipment was gay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I walked from the outside from the driveway. As soon as I stepped in, every person that was running their little corners and they sets was gay. And I'm like, how do you have the audacity to turn your back, blackball, shun, when it's at the bottom and it's at the top? Because the motherfucker signing the checks at these motherfucking major companies, oh, you best believe they get down.
Right.
And it's just weird because I've seen it, I've heard it, I've been around motherfuckers that have motherfucking been challenged by it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good word for that. They've been challenged by it. And
yeah.
It's like, it's like, my thing is, how do you eat up all the fucking hot sauce and say you don't like hot food? That's my problem right there.
Let me go to the comments.
But see, the issue is, I think that the establishment is acting like they have little slight issues with acknowledging that the children are a serious part of this whole goddamn thing.
They
listen. How is it? Part of that bothers me is this. You know damn well that they are, because you have certain artists that y'all market to the children all day. Y'all know damn well that if you come out with the whole idea of remixes is for what? The clubs. You know, motherfucker, well, you got to have a remix to take to the gay clubs, because if you get the gay children dancing, they gonna make the song a hit.
How many masculine male choreographers are there in Hollywood?
Okay, Habiba, what you say?
Take that top 10 hit, throw some EDM beat to it, and there it is.
Right.
But let's get into this. The difference is that 9 times out of 10, the gay children will buy children by the gay children and the heterosexual children. It's the heterosexual children have problem with buying music by the gay children.
Okay. Out in public. Now, you know, back in the day, they ordered that shit to Columbia House because it came to their house.
Right. Columbia House.
Well,
10 CDs for 99 cents.
You can say all you want. I done played all the sports. I doggone been that doggone regular knucklehead little boy. I grew up to be that doggone that teenager, that man. But you know, like I know, I was a deep house music DJ. So I had to walk in and ask for Jamie Principle and buy all the doggone the vinyl.
Right.
I had
Jamie Principle. You better give me Jamie. Yes.
I had Frankie Knuckles. You know what I'm saying? We all know who the queens were. I had Frankie Knuckles and Ron Hardy, queen of all.
Right.
Was my people. Them was my folks.
See.
And I'm from Baltimore, and I didn't even. I guess I ain't find out till the child died. I ain't know K Swiss was a damn lesbian.
Oh wow, okay. I like
because
telling
if
people.
you watch for it, they never market her sexuality in any way, shape, or fucking
Right.
form.
How about that? See, and boom. Hold on, let me read this comment
She
here.
was at every gay pride function. Anything had to do with pride, she was there, but they never marketed her as a lesbian DJ, period.
Yep.
Right.
And she's one of the hottest house music, club music DJs that was around.
Right. How about that? People say, I like telling people that when they die and get to purgatory, they should tell them that they are bigot, and you don't want to come back to this planet. Tell them you want to go to the next planet. And that's cute. Okay. That's cute. Now listen, I want to let's come on off of this because Lil Nas is breaking news, and child, these children over here at Facebook done just made me evil. So that's okay because we got to redo that. Okay. But here's what this is. Let me go here because I wanna go to a story that came across my desk today because I didn't know this. We all know about Gorilla Glue Girl. What's her name? TESSICA Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but for this particular portion, I want to say that we all know that all things happen for a reason, and often we don't know what it is. We don't know why. We don't know, but we do know all things happen for a reason. Now, in her ignorance, in her now I'm gonna say stupidity because she did say that she knew she had. All right, could y'all still hear me because everything just stopped for a minute on my end? My signal got to reboot.
We ain't heard not one damn word you said.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. We back. All right, my signal had froze for a second. It's stuck. But she come out and saying that she knew she had grabbed the Gorilla Glue and this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. In her stupidity, I'm gonna call her stupid, but I'm also call her ignorant because I just found out today that there is something in the hair that somebody kept saying there was hair stuff going by gorillas too. Okay, but it wasn't Gorilla Glue. It's called Gorilla Snot.
Yeah,
right. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening is that throughout all this debacle, Miss Brown found out that she had a lump in her breast. Wow. And she had to have that removed because they did say that it was benign and non-cancerous. But I think they said she had 2 lumps. They found out she had 2 lumps. Wait a minute. Let me go to the story. Tessica thought the worst was behind her after she finally got the Gorilla Glue removed from her head, but now doctors have found lumps in her breasts. Brown's manager, Gina Rodriguez, told TMZ that Dr. Michael O'Bean, the same plastic surgeon who took the glue out of her hair, found evidence of lumps in both her breasts during a pre-surgical exam for a mommy makeover, TMZ reported. Brown was planning to have a breast lift and implants and some abdominal lipo. The 40-year-old Louisiana mother of 5, there she got 5 kids, went viral after the Gorilla Glue in her hair. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, babies.
Brown had a mammogram to confirm the presence of the masses and then had surgery to remove them, TMZ said. They are now being tested for cancer. Brown went viral on TikTok when she revealed how her hair was stuck together. Okay, y'all just said that. Damn it. I hate when they try to stretch a story. You just said all that up here, that she went viral for the hair shit. Yeah. But yeah, so she would not have known about these lumps in her breasts had she not gone through this ordeal
with the glue.
With the glue. Mm-hmm. Now and she done went through all kinds of scrutiny and name calling and bashing and all these different memes and all this, that, and the other. But everything happens for a reason, you know, and I say that all the time. We may not know what it is, we may not know why, but everything happens for a reason. So my question to y'all becomes, after hearing this, do y'all think that the folks will be ready to run back and give her some kind of apology? Do y'all think that becomes a story for Bass, you know, for going ham on her? Well, I personally don't think so. I'm asking this as a question. But what I'm trying to get at though is
excuse me for being a bona fide asshole, but honey, at the end of the day, I'm grateful that you found the lumps. But bitch, you still was dumb for putting the fuck. That ain't gonna take away the fact that you put Gorilla Glue in your fucking hair. Period.
Well, one of the problems I got, it ain't about her being stupid. It's about her subduing her 5 kids to the ignorance of other kids.
That part. Because you already know.
Well, I mean, let's look at it. They said the woman, they said the young lady is 40, and isn't that around the age that most women should begin, even at 35, should begin to start doing self examinations on their breasts any damn way?
right.
True.
So what age? I mean, she never did that, so that's saying that she was never even into giving herself a self breast exam. So if they never did that, her ass probably would have never found the shit.
How about that,
man? All I know is I'm glad they working from home. Kids can be mean. I'm worried about them.
Yeah.
But Meech, I gotta ask you a question. Did I heard you say when you was reading that Brown's manager, the bitch got a manager now?
Yeah, you heard that.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, well, all right. At least she got a manager to help us spend up money, bitch.
How about that?
Hope she don't go back to GoFundMe to get money for her breast implants.
Okay.
Maybe somebody can manage the motherfucking goddamn teachers on phonics.
Well, what if the wait a minute? What if the lumps were there before the glue? I think the story has ran its course. That's the whole point when I'm making, Edward. They were there.
Yeah.
That's the point of the story. Because now, what I'm saying is we're not trying to rehash the whole story. That's the time I got mad that they kept saying that, oh, well, she's known for putting the Gorilla Glue. The point that I'm making is, had it not been for her going through this experience, that she would not have known that the lumps were there, because they said that the doctor who she hired to help get the shit out was doing a routine, because catch it now, they just said after the Gorilla Glue thing, she was getting ready to have breast implants and liposuction. See,
further the 15 minutes of fame. Okay.
So she's really ready to go get done. So in the breast exam, okay, for the pre-surgical thing, they found the lumps. Okay. So here's where that is, because it's the same doctor that took all this out. And the correlation is, had she not did the Gorilla Glue, she would not have found this out until much later. See, because now she's using the same doctor.
5 kids and no Gorilla Glue, can she afford to get snatched?
Okay, and depending on how old the children are, she might have a child that's old enough to the point that she still should be going to regular doctor damn visits, and they should have been found that shit.
Here's the thing. How about this? Because just like we all know, y'all know I kept saying that the whole story, how ironic was it? Y'all know I don't believe in coincidences. It's too coincidental to be a coincidence that the doctor that you decide to go to just happens to be a fucking chemist and knew how to do that goddamn glue, or what to do to get that glue out your head. And now we're finding out that you finna get to use him to get your breast implants done.
And of course, his practice has grown 5-fold since that time. Yeah, that part.
Okay.
They sat down and concocted that shit so he can get his money to do the work.
Well, and you know what? I won't put it past that. People go viral for one moment on TikTok and they end up with the manager. Say it, baby. The purgatory joke is a devil trap. The next planet is a fresh planet. Dig ditches and with sticks. This planet has everything: movies, games, strip clubs, go-karts. Well, that's what he did in the video. Okay, basically.
I like to know who in the fuck wrote that treatment.
Right. She would have found the lumps, trust me. Probably not at that time. I'm sure she would have, but it probably would have taken a longer time. So yeah, I won't put it past her. There's something coincidental about that. I think Big Red is right. Child, it's too coincidental to be a coincidence.
It's a coinky dink.
A coinky dinky. Okay, a coinky dinky. Okay. With that being said, my darlings, okay, coinky dinky. Okay, or shrinky dinky,
Coinky dinky, then.
Okay, come on, Snagglepuss. Ow! Right, Snagglepuss. That was my bitch, honey. Miss Snagglepuss was my bitch. That was an intelligent little bitch, honey. And she was not going to give up her glamour to do nothing crazy. Okay. Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Stage left.
You know what? I need that on the motherfucking t-shirt, honey. Miss Snagglepuss and just say heavens to Murgatroyd. Okay, I need that on the t-shirt, child.
Speaking of, I picked up them shirts.
Did you?
Hey, nice.
Oh, I sent her a deposit. Okay.
No, I'm talking about the ones I ordered from the other.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay.
He did his thing on them.
Okay. Now let's do this. Let me take a commercial break. And then when we come back from the commercial break, honey, we're going to get into this goddamn voters thing. Because I know we tabled it from yesterday's show. And Karen, you know what? I'm gonna sit on that for a minute. I'm gonna do something before that. Okay, I'm gonna do something before that. But we're gonna get into it. So because I want that to have its own section. When we get there, I know that's gonna take a minute. Okay, so I got a couple other things I'm gonna do before we put that in front. Let me take a commercial break right here. Y'all go refresh your tea, okay, or your crumpets or whatever. Wash your cup out or whatever. Whatever you got to do, go pee because the band got to pee. And when we come back, honey, we're going to get into a couple other things because I'm going to get into this goddamn Beyond Meat. Yeah.
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat, honey. Yeah.
I thought Beyond Meat was like some super cock or something.
No, I wish, honey, but no. It'd have been more.
I had Beyond Meat.
I don't need to know that, honey, because it ain't for me. It ain't for me. So shit, you my brother. Stop that shit.
I got Beyond Meat, ladies. You want Beyond Meat?
David, come on up here and talk about these glasses, boy.
Black on, get into it. Black on, look at that David Ford right there, that's his thing. Black on, he don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford, that's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at HeyBigRob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Be bold, be unique, be the T, with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is.
Are you ready to continue the journey with talk show host, internet sensation, and author of Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey, Big Meech? He is offering another installment of thought-provoking ideas, principles, and metaphors that will encourage, enlighten, inspire, uplift, and catapult you into a brand new evolution of accepting yourself in your total truth. Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. The new book by Big Meech is infused with conversations of love and inspiration that gets right down to the real nitty-gritty. It will confront the reader with the proverbial mirror in an effort to take a deep, closer look within to find all that one needs to propel forward and make life happen. Get your copy today on Amazon.com or go to www.dishingtea.com. That's www.dishingtea.com. For more information, contact Big Meech at 404-914-5610. Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. This message has been brought to you by Too Deep and Pastor Don Jr., CEO of the Winning Team.
The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised.
I got news.
All right. You got news.
Come on.
What?
Delete that first little shit you hear me say.
Okay.
But after that, go ahead and do your magic.
Oh, you won't. Oh, no. Well, you take that call. Okay, we're back. Wait a minute. Did I lose some of y'all? Y'all know what? Y'all so fickle. They do just like everybody else. As soon as somebody go on commercial break, the kids change the channel. Well, let me go here. Honey, let me tell y'all about some damn Beyond Meat. Okay. Well, I had decided that since I had heard about it and carried on, I never got it from Burger King with the Impossible Burger. I'm like, okay. I saw this particular package at the grocery store. Okay.
I'm familiar.
Beyond Meat, Beyond Burger. Okay. Now, when I saw it, no soy, no gluten. I'm like, oh, okay, cute. It said Beyond Meat, 20 grams of plant protein per serving. I'm like, oh, okay. A whole 20 grams of protein. Wow. Okay. So I got this, and I also got the chicken. Okay, it's no chicken, the little chicken blend or whatever. Okay. Well, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it because it was like $5. So I said, okay, I'll get this. And the chicken was like the same, about $5. I said, okay, I'm going to try it. Okay. Well, today I decided to make my burgers. But when I opened up the package, what I thought was 4 burgers in here were only 2, and I didn't read that. See, reading is fundamental. So I missed that on the package.
That's that glue. Okay. That's not. Go ahead.
See, right. See there? Did you see? You understand? Gorilla. Then I read that this was 2 quarter-pound patties, and this entire package was only 8 ounces. So at 8 ounces at $5, that means that this is $10 a motherfucking pound. Okay. Now let me go to what this is, because I thought that this was going to be a little bit more healthier because of what it is, And so, just based on the nutritional information, one of the burgers is 260 calories by itself. Okay. 260 calories. All right. The total fat is 18 grams of fat. Which, okay, now the DV is the daily value. And it tells you how much a nutrient is in a serving of food. Okay. So the total fat, supposedly the total fat, is 23% of your daily value. But it got 5 grams of saturated fat. But the saturated fat is 25% of the daily value. So you got a little bit more saturation up in here than you do out of the total thing, okay? It didn't have no trans fats, no cholesterol, 350 milligrams of milligrams of sodium, okay?
That's the kicker.
5 grams of total carbs, okay? Now, the sodium is at 15% of the daily value.
Exactly.
The total carbs is only 2% of the value, with dietary fiber being 2 grams, and that's at 7% of the daily value. No sugars, no additional sugars, and the protein is 20 grams, okay, which is 40% of the patty, okay, of the value. Then they had no vitamin D, 100 milligrams of calcium, 4 milligrams of iron, and 280 milligrams of potassium. Okay. So now the iron makes up 20% of the daily value. Okay. So now let's get down to these damn ingredients. Now, mind you, there's only 2 burgers up in here. Okay. 2 burgers. Water, pea protein, okay, expeller pressed canola oil, refined coconut oil, rice protein, natural flavors, cocoa butter, mung bean protein, methyl cellulose, potato starch, apple extract, pomegranate extract, salt, potassium chloride, vinegar, lemon juice concentrate, sunflower lecithin, and beet juice extract for color. Beyond Meat. Okay.
I think
so
I will take the burger. Thank you.
So I cooked them up. Since there was only 2 burgers.
How
put
did
a little Miracle Whip on it. I seasoned it with some Mrs. Dash, little sazon,
Okay.
Now I put a little tomato on the burger. When I bit into it, it wasn't bad. Okay. It has a lovely, I won't say a lovely taste. It was edible. It was presentable. It wasn't bad.
So you didn't make that face they did in Coming to America too? You didn't make that face.
Oh no. The grass face. I didn't make that face. But I will say that I don't have to have this again. I don't have to spend my money on this. Okay. I don't have, as a matter of fact, what I want to do, I want to make a better burger. Because shit, we can sit up in here, a no meat burger. Okay. Sit down here, get you some black beans.
Morning Glory been doing it for years, bro.
Yeah, hello, I know. Yeah. The veggie burgers, I know. I'm very familiar with them. I would prefer those. I would prefer those over this,
And did y'all know that Burger King been serving that shit for years? You just gotta ask for it. They've been serving that motherfucking veggie burger for years, and all you have to do is ask. It's not on the menu.
You talking about the veggie burger? Yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
Secret menu.
So that there, I don't need no Beyond Burger, honey. They can keep all that, because after reading all this, I was like, well, how in the fuck is this supposed to be a healthier option if the patty is 260 goddamn calories by its damn self? And that's
I knew not to fuck with that shit. Hey Eric, I knew not to fuck with that shit. I ain't never ordered no Beyond Meat. I ain't never ordered that shit. No.
So I'm like, oh, child, So that's my assessment on this. Bro, do you like them? Did you like them from Burger King? Rose said she liked the burgers. She said she liked them. Okay. Well, that'll keep them in business, honey, because that'll keep it from being. And I got some of the burgers in my freezer. I got them from Costco's. You get more than 2, but yeah, with Costco's, okay. That's lovely. I'm glad they were okay. I won't say that they're bad, because they're not bad. It's just that I don't need it.
No,
I don't need it, honey. Just let me stick with a regular ground turkey burger, and call it grace. Because see, ground turkey was the meat substitute or whatever for beef or whatever. And then now, like you said, Morning Glory and the veggie burgers or whatever. But then, they got recipes now where you can learn how to make your own. If you sit down there and get the beans together, get the mushrooms, get some seasons and carry on, add a little, little tomato in it. You could do that on your own.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you get it to where you can press it into a patty and just cook it up, honey. Look, I use grapeseed oil, okay, on the bottom of my pan. This particular time. So yeah, that gave it a little flavor and things. So
well, thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you.
So now let me go here.
I don't never know.
Let me go here. I want to give y'all the Black-owned product of the day. Okay, and I was supposed to be doing this a while ago when I first got these. This is a book series called Little Owners. Okay, Little Owners. And you see this little code, 10% off if you use the code THANKS at littleowners.com. Okay. Why are these books important? Okay. I want y'all to understand that these little children's books, and it's a series, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's 10 of them. Okay, these books here are specifically designed to teach our children about the importance of business ownership. Okay. Alicia, the insurance agent. Ben, the banker. Franklin, the franchise owner. Ben, the gamer. Okay, the gamer. Okay. Robert, the real estate investor. Okay. Carter, the car dealership owner.
Nice.
Okay. Riley, the real estate investor. See, we got a boy and a girl who sell property. See there? Valerie, the vendor. Sierra, the salon owner. And Steven, the sports agent. Okay.
Now, and the question is, why they don't put those on major exposure?
The answer is, I don't know, no. I don't know, no. No, I don't know. Which is why we're doing it here.
All right.
Okay.
You care about us. Right quick.
Okay. But this here, yeah, I had to be, and they call this their kids entrepreneur books. Okay. So this here I think is absolutely fantastic. And what I'm going to be doing soon, we got a project coming up where these books are going to be utilized in the project. So yeah. This here, yeah. Littleowners.com. And I want you guys, if you got little children and stuff, nieces, nephews, or whatever, grandchildren and all of the above, this here I think needs to be in your collection so that we can teach our kids the idea of not just going to work, but the idea of owning the shop. You know, and what I love about it is that you see there was an array of activities. I mean, how about that? The what was it? Valerie, the vendor, owning vending machines.
Right.
You see? Okay, not just the salon owner, but the sports agent. You know, they ain't got to always play. They got to play the damn sports all the time. They could be the goddamn agent making the bid. Okay. Signing the contracts. You know, the car dealership owner. How about that? Okay. That there, what they've done, yes. How about we got the gamer? You see they making money off the games now. You know, to talk about what that is. I just really enjoy this particular series. And then there was a second one. Actually, there's two more. A second one. This is the Just Like Me Entertainment series. Okay. And what he has done here is that he has the Super Adventure, the Adventures of Super J. I'm sorry. And what we have here is a book of a young child exploring his superpowers. Okay, exploring his superpowers. And then they got a second book for the girls, and this was called Princess Brianna. Okay. Understanding what it is to be of royalty status and carrying on, okay? And what it is to want the better things out of life and to understand how to take care of things and what it is to come from Africa and those kinds of things, okay? It's very cultural and all of that. So again, this is Just Like Me World Entertainment, and I believe that it's justlikeme.com, I believe, is the email address for them. Okay. And they out of Maryland. If you're still listening, Helena, Derek, yeah, they're out of Maryland, Hatfield. Is that what they say? Wait a minute. Hyattsville, not Hatfield, Hyattsville, Maryland. Okay. So yeah, so that there is Princess Brianna and Super CJ with his dog Rex. The strongest boy in the world. Okay. Okay. And then the last one by Sanai Haynes. This is called Jalen's Jaunts. Okay. Wow. Jalen's Jaunts is about a young girl who goes and understands. This one here is called Arizona's Antics. So what she does is goes through and learn the country, other different states, and carrying on magically with her aunt. Okay, so they go on these different adventures across the globe and talk about what it is to learn about those particular states. This one here is Arizona's Antics. Okay, so this one is by like I said, Senya Haynes, illustrated by Jessica Catarino, and this is from Rainbow Room Publishing. Okay, you can go on there, rainbowroompublishing.com, and find out more about this particular book. Okay, actually, it's really cute. And then they have a glossary in the back for some of the words for some, that they use in here for kids. Then they got a couple of coloring pages and stuff in here for children to really get involved in the book. Now, I believe this is a series, so I want to get the other books in this as well. But yeah, this here is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's a fun little thing too. Okay, real fun. So okay, those are my Black products for the day. Y'all know here at Dishing Tea, we're doing everything that we can to do our part in the rebuilding of Black Wall Street. And also, I'm doing my part to make sure that we build Black Gay Wall Street. Okay, because we have a lot of Black gay entrepreneurs out there and business owners and things of that nature that need to understand the power of being a part of the community as well. So those are our products for today. So y'all know when I find them, I try to support as much as I can, and then I bring them all to you. Okay.
Yeah, research department, Little Owners out of Chicago.
Yes.
And they actually have a physical bookstore as well in Chicago where you can purchase those books.
Okay. Now let me go to the comments. Okay.
What's the address?
I don't eat regular burgers unless we order fast food. Oh, okay, bro. Yeah, not a fan of them, but yeah, they were okay. Okay, right. Okay, just give me a regular burger with seasonings and some caramelized onions. I heard that. You say, Professor Meats, could you make sure you cover my question today? Okay, Habiba, you want to get philosophical. Okay, come on. Because I saw this question, but I was in the middle of something. But okay, I'm going to go to it right now. What's y'all opinion about new age psychopaths, type A and B? Type A, 1, suicidal, 2, homicidal, 3, supernaturally homicidal, or type B, non-suicidal, homicidal, or supernaturally homicidal. Okay, what are y'all's opinion about new age psychopaths? Okay, so wait a minute. What's the difference between the type A and the type B?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you lost me.
Are you saying that the type A, they're the ones who are suicidal, they are homicidal, and they are supernaturally homicidal, and the type B is non-suicidal, homicidal, and supernaturally homicidal? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Okay. But here it is. I don't give a damn about any of them. Okay, as far as psychopaths are concerned, I get sick and tired of us as a country normalizing their behavior when they are white people. Because the thing of it is that
say that shit, man.
A lot of them so-called psychopath murderers and killers and robber killer kind of folks or whatever, they get a pass. It breaks my heart that at times where we're looking for aggression. I know this is gonna be harsh to say and sad to say, but there was no reason for the dude who shot up the folk in Colorado. There was no reason for that motherfucker to come out in handcuffs.
No.
And they walked him to the police car. Okay. I'm trying to understand it. Now let me put this proviso on it, okay? Because I know many of y'all will try to think that, you know, we trying to advocate murder and this, that, and the other, and all that kind of bullshit. What I'm advocating for is this. You're not going to sit down here and because you able to lock him up, then want to reduce his sentence or make this lighter than what it is because you want to say, oh, well, he was off his medication. Oh, he was raised by a single mother and had hard times. Oh, he was such and such and so and so. Because when black folks say it, when black folks in the hood, because you done arrested Ray J and carrying on, y'all always say that, oh, well, yeah, well, he comes from a single parent household. And y'all make it sound like that's a crime because he did that. Like there was no structure in the house because he came from a single parent household and he was doomed to commit this. Okay. With white folks, y'all sit down there and make it seem as though it was an obstacle. Oh, well, no, he didn't mean to do that. He was raised by a single family, you know, and his conditions were this, and so he was mentally there. No, y'all not gonna keep excusing this kind of shit. Okay,
let's back it up. Let's back it all the way up. You had TV shows back in the day like Alice.
Right.
You had TV shows back in the day where you had the mom. I can't remember, it was another show back in the same time frame where the mom and was raising the two daughters. They were white shows.
Yeah.
Would it be safe to say that?
Oh, you talking about One Day at a Time?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Would it be safe to say that they were glorifying single motherhood? Why is it okay if it's such a issue in the urban community? Why is it something super in the white community?
Let me do one better, because not just super, but it was also revolutionary. Because One Day at a Time, they didn't want to put that show on the air simply because she was a white woman who was divorced and raising her kids on her own. Now, how the fuck y'all didn't want to put that on the show, but y'all were begging for Good Times to be a single parent household, and she fought for James. Esther Roll fought for John Amos to be on that show because she said, I didn't want that to be on here. My children have a father. She fought for that to get that. But y'all wasn't going to put One Day at a Time on because she was divorced and had two teenage girls.
Yep.
And y'all fought to keep that show off the air. And they fought to put it on.
That's the reason I brought it up. There's too many differences of the same thing.
You know, ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they came out in the same time period. Good Times was a little earlier, but One Day at a Time was in the same time period. Okay? Same time period. So when we talk about those, now the homicidal ones, that the suicide ones that carrying on, that do all this old crazy ass shit and then take their own ass out, those are the ones who they were cowards. Because you did all that, then took your own ass up out of here. Okay, because you didn't want to face the judgment. You did not want to face living the rest of your life in jail or whatever. You didn't want to face that. So you took yourself on out of here after you done did the heinousness. No, that ain't cool. That's not cool at all. I don't want to hear about demon possession. I don't want to hear about, oh, he needed Jesus. I don't want to hear about none of that. Because what happens is this. Anytime that you have to sit down and you have to pick yourself up from one spot to go to another spot to make this shit happen, that is premeditation. I don't care about no psychopath, nothing. That is premeditation.
That's right.
You thought enough about it to know to get your ass up. You had times, you got this, that. It's strategic. Okay?
If you got to put a weapon together, you went and had breakfast that morning. You already unloaded the weaponry in the car. You sat down. Most of them had their coffee and their bagel, and they done figured out where to go. Then they go to the spot. Then they unload the stuff. They take it, open it up, put the stuff together. You had plenty of time to realize you were doing some dumb ass shit.
Yeah, and all day.
Murder one.
All day. Now, for those who are non-suicidal, and yet they kill up folks. And then you said supernaturally homicidal. So now they're doing shit in the name of Jesus. Okay. Like bombing abortion clinics and that kind of shit. Okay. Or those religious crimes of passion, quote unquote crimes of passion, because you're doing this in the name of God. Okay.
Or the orange one.
No, I know that, baby. I know. Oh no, I know that. I know you wasn't being sarcastic. No, you wasn't. You asked the question. I just said you wanted to get deep. So yeah, I know. So we finna give you what you want, baby. Hey, I know you weren't being sarcastic.
Me.
Huh? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, too cute.
Yeah, they don't want to tore it down. Huh?
Okay, hard. Come on now.
About to go down.
So those who sit up here and do all that, call supposedly in the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
You know, and things of that nature, or in the name of their God, because a lot of times it's Allah. Okay, and carrying on. You know, those particular folk, they're not psychopaths. Okay, I don't consider them to be psychopaths. Child. They're sitting up there. Those are religious crimes.
Yeah.
And as with all religions, when folks sit up there and get to belief, a belief is very subjective. It is not the truth. It is a truth. It is a subjective truth. Okay? And it's how you carry yourself along your life. And whenever we don't have folks believing the same way or whatever, now that's why we got a lot of cancel culture shit going on. Folks quick to sit down there and dismiss folks. And then when you get too heated, then you start killing each other. Wait a minute. Ooh, speaking of, I knew it was something else. Wait a minute. I'm going to tie it in later. Just remember about shooting and carrying on. But these little people, no, I'm putting him with psychopaths because see, you tell me this. There's a video up on Instagram, and I don't have time to load it up because I forgot where it was when I saw it. It says, "Oh, it's Willie D Live." I got to go on YouTube to catch it because I'll probably have a better time getting it on YouTube. Willie D Live. He put up a video where a father and a son were shooting at each other. You hear me? There's no sound, but the son comes running out the house. The dad came behind him, popping off. And for what I saw, was like 2 or 3 rounds. And then the son had his gun and then turned around. Now the daddy started running in the motherfucking house, and the son fired back.
Wow. Okay,
wait a minute. Okay, look that up. Google that. Research Google that, and look up father and son shootout. And it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up a couple of things because you might get the one with the guy back there in Detroit when the guy, or was it Highland Park, when the guy shot his son.
I remember.
Okay.
In Georgia.
I don't know where it was. Was that in Georgia?
About to find out. No, that's another. Oh, okay. That's
and they black. This is 2 black guys. It's a black guy and his son.
That took us down a whole nother rabbit hole. Hold on.
Okay, so So when we talk about this kind of shit, I think the better question is: are we living in a world that's creating psychopaths? Because see, it all goes back to y'all will hear me say this until I leave this planet, honey, in the next 85 years. We need better mental health insurances and coverages and carried on because the world that we live in, honey, we don't take mental health seriously. We quick to call somebody crazy. Oh, bitch, you crazy. Bitch, you crazy. Bitch, you crazy. That motherfucker crazy. We quick to say somebody crazy.
This was Georgia. Father and son shootout captured on family security camera. According to Fox 5 Atlanta.
Fox 5, god damn it. And what day was that?
Coweta County, 3 days ago.
Coweta, see.
Oh wow.
You didn't hear about that?
No. Remember when we were on the phone and I paused and you said, what the fuck? I said, what is a father and son shootout?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, they got
I'm
the
like,
video.
what the fuck is this?
You heard about that, right?
It don't make no goddamn sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So, hey, baby, the question is, are we creating a world full and accepting psychopathic behavior? Or is that just a goddamn excuse because the folks are doing this?
All right, that's the link, y'all.
You know, that's what we have to look into. Is this wait a minute, what you say? Hitler didn't have an Xbox, so we can't blame the day and the age. Yes, we can. Yes, the hell we can. Okay, Hitler didn't have an Xbox because he didn't need one. See, all of his shit was the Xbox was the goddamn camp. Okay, ting, 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 shit. Okay, he didn't need an Xbox. But what we have to do is look at the times, because when Hitler did his bullshit, honey, that was forced upon them folks, and it was still considered a heinous crime, and it's still heinous. Okay, right now what we have done, we become too sensitized. We have become too desensitized to all of this shit because we let it be part of everyday life. My mother, y'all heard me say this before, Essie Lorraine did not let us play with toy guns. Because a gun ain't nothing to play with. We didn't have toy guns. We may have had water guns, but and she was reluctant on that. But because they came in different colors and this, that, and the other, and it was water, she made an exception, but she preferred us to have water balloons. But she didn't play that gun shit because guns ain't nothing to play with. Now that we said, I mean, hell, when we had Pac-Man and Space Invaders and carrying on, as long as we were Space Invaders, that was fine. When we had Atari and playing tennis, and we had to learn angles and shit, that was fine. When we played Akhenaten, that was about angles and getting the thing, what y'all call Candy Crush now. Okay. But then when it became what's the name of the one that everybody loves with the car game? What's the name of the little game that everybody always like to reference? You know, they got the police shootout and you get points when you kill folks and blah, 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 blah.
Grand Theft Auto.
That's it, Grand Theft Auto. Okay. We got games like that came into existence. And now, because folks that got so immersed in these games, it has now created a newer generation of desensitizing. Okay. But before this game craze came along, remember, we had the movies where everything was bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Okay. When we were kids and we had all the gangster movies and all the damn hustler, hood movies and carrying on, all we saw was bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Okay.
Another problem.
And that there came to be a problem. Why? Because now our generation wanted to emulate the folk on the screen. But mama had to, that's goddamn movies, honey. They finna ready to get up and go home. They acting. When you see that shit on the street, that ain't acting. They don't get up from that. They get put in body bags. Go ahead, Buck.
No, they won't let me share the link. They X that out like no.
Who won't let you share it?
YouTube won't let me share that link. Guess that was too graphic. We can't win today.
You know what? No, it's not about winning, honey, because see, we're gonna find it. Now, you don't want to share it? Okay, hold on.
Why won't you let us be great?
Okay. You don't want to share it? Uh-huh.
These things are newsworthy, people.
Yeah, okay. You don't want to do it? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Here's the story. Coweta County father told deputies he confronted his son about having a gun in his pocket, and rather than turn it over, his son opened fire on him. It was all caught on the family's home security camera. The father then flinches, ducks, and runs from a shot from a shot being fired in his direction. Now hold on, because see what you ain't said was the father shot the gun first. That's what I saw. Okay. Now that's what the fuck I saw. Okay. So hold on. No, we gonna get this one. Yes, the hell we are. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. No, and I'm I said pause and start over. This is what I said, dude. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna go ahead on and share this screen.
There you go.
No, it's more than one way to skin a cat over here, honey.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And you call it cat, cunt, pussy, whatever you want to call it, baby. Okay.
We will do the ring around the road.
Y'all see that?
There you go.
This morning in southern Georgia, a father and son are behind bars, arrested for a shooting that has sparked nationwide protests.
Nope, wrong one.
Have been charged with murder and
okay, wait a minute. Oh shit. Okay.
That's the same when I came to that first.
Oh hell, hold on. So oh really? Hold on, that's Aubrey. Wait a minute, I gotta get. Oh, I got it going. Okay, my banner. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna stop sharing that one. Let's stop that one. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I thought I had it. Wait a minute. Okay. Damn. This is 2021, March 2021, and that said May 8th, 2020. And it's a damn shame that we're here. Okay. All right, hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna start it over. I gotta make sure that we get this right. Okay. But that's all y'all got as far as the stories on here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay.
It has no volume. It has no audio, y'all. But I'm a little pissed with that because I thought they was gonna have a full story. Damn it.
All right. Okay.
Hold on. Like I said, I want to start that over. Y'all see that? That's the daddy with the gun first, right?
Right.
You saw that? Did you see that?
I saw that.
Now this child come firing back. Look at this. Look at this. And they still firing. Look at this shit.
Crazy.
Now the saddest part about this shit is that they piss poor ass shots. Now I know that's sad to say.
Right.
Because somebody should have been hit by now.
And unless, of course, that was the plane. Let me just scare this boy. But no, at that closer range, no. On second thought.
Now this boy that said, do you see that stance?
Yeah.
That's police shit on the TV. You see how he's standing behind the car.
Right.
That's police shit and cop shit and all that shit from the goddamn TV show.
True.
You see that shit? Okay.
What you say, Lanier?
Hold on. All the negative influence we have around us, societies across the globe are making psychopaths, and corporate America is the main creator for the green light most of the negative, violent negativity. I can't fuck with that.
Hey.
Because it sells, it makes money.
Exactly.
It makes money. Look, we go back to reality TV, negative behavior, violence, and negative behavior. We reward this kind of shit. That there is our basic id. Do you realize that a lot of shit, honey, I don't like that damn UFC. That fighting shit. Okay, I can't stand it because it's too barbaric for me. Okay, it's boxing at 2.0. It's one thing when you box it because the referee could come up in there and stop that shit. Okay, but when they sitting up there with mixed martial arts and carrying on, they ain't got no motherfucking gloves. They are hitting and they kicking and carrying on, body slamming and shit to a whole big old crowd. Like we in a motherfucking amphitheater or a coliseum for back in the Roman days and the Greek days and shit. And we reward that shit. We reward that shit for pain and suffering because you could take a punch and because you got all your teeth knocked out, but you still standing up there saying, y'all kicked his ass. We reward that shit. Okay. Okay. And so what do we do? Okay. What do we do? Because see now, when we have, I got to find this dude. I got to get look this up, research. The black-owned gun, it's the black like NRA. It's a black-owned gun organization here. I can't think of the name of it right now because it slips my mind. Okay. So now here we have it. Okay. I need to get him back.
Make sure you he's doing research on that.
Yeah.
Okay, because you know there's a lot of stuff they do that they can't stand it. They teach. Like,
they teach.
The National African American Gun Association.
Yeah, firearms, specifically women, huh? They teach gun safety. They have their own range. Yeah. They have a gun range.
And have
and it's all black owned
platforms. Yep, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Founded by Philip Smith in February 28th, 2015.
What's the name of it?
And they will walk you through the legal steps of getting your concealed permit the proper way, the whole 9 yards. Because right now I'm gonna tell you what's going wrong. I don't know if you all. I didn't touch this yet because I really was kind of waiting for somebody to catch a case about it for us to go into it. But they have this thing, and I know you've seen it probably on social media where they show the little badge and they say get your concealed weapon permit, and that's that, and you can do it right here online with this and that. Well, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do it online.
Okay, right.
Taking people money, sending people this doggone falsified little piece of thing, and they thinking they right, and now you walking around here illegal as hell.
Okay.
This according to Wikipedia. From 2015 to 2020, the organization has grown to over 34,000 members with 75 chapters and is expected to open 25 more in the coming year. Membership first spiked when Donald Trump was elected president. Smith attributed that part of the growth to, quote, a political climate where people with racist views feel emboldened to talk about the act on those views, unquote.
Oh, wow.
Dig that.
Okay.
And yes, they have a church in Georgia and Detroit as well. I think I might contact them.
Okay. What you say? They wear a different type of glove for MMA. Child, that don't look like gloves. Yeah, they do. But yeah, I thought they were just knuckle protectors because shit, they hit bare-fisted. Okay. And carrying on. Guns ain't nothing to be playing with, especially like that. Hello. You know, so when we look at this, darlings, we're looking at this from that particular standpoint. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it, you know, and then what we have done, you know, to say conflict resolution sounds a little too pussy these days. Okay. To intellectualize it, to be able to use thought and reason and rational thinking seems to be too pussy, because now not even females want to sit down there and rationalize something. They ready to go to fisticuffs. They ready to go take it to the streets and fuck some shit up. I'm about that life. Okay. You know, and instead of conflict resolution where I've always come from a place where it was like we fight because we had to fight.
Right.
Okay. The whole idea of defending myself is just that. I had to defend me because this motherfucker up on me. Not because I got into a verbal altercation and you called my mom a motherfucking name. That ain't defending nothing. Shit, y'all just got into a slur fight.
He called my mom the name, but that don't mean go to cup at him. Y'all remember House Party? You know what I'm talking about.
And better yet, here we go with this whole idea. I know my brother and I got into this whole big old thing. I think I told this story once. This motherfucker, because he was out in the streets doing his street shit, okay, I sat there and I told him something. And he said something out of pocket. I said, little motherfucker, what you think this is? Now, mind you, my brother grew to be taller than me. Okay, I'm 6'4". He's 6'6" and a half, 6'7". Okay. Now, I had him weight-wise, but he had a better body because he worked out and shit. Okay. But that motherfucker rose up at me talking about something, man, you disrespected me. The fuck you say? Don't be playing that motherfucking shit, nigga. You disrespect me. You disrespected what? And I went back and knocked him in his motherfucking chest. I beat your ass up in here, nigga. The fuck you mean disrespecting some bullshit? Cause you on that motherfucking street shit. Nigga, who the fuck you talking to? Who the motherfucking hell you talking to disrespecting you? Bitch, I'll kill your black ass up in here. Yeah, we had that conversation. And because of that, see, these little punk ass little bitches out here want to sit down. Everything now is all about disrespect because you can't handle no motherfucking heat. And so now you want to sit up there and try to prove your motherfucking self. Really?
See, what it is people be too concerned about what people say about you not checking somebody.
I'm sorry, I had a flashback. I'm sorry.
Yeah, clearly you did. Clearly. About their little punk ass feelings being hurt. See, that's the thing. These kids don't deal with their emotions correctly. A lot of those conversations don't need to be had because oh Lord.
I'm sorry.
You went back to the 80s for a minute. You did.
Oh shit. That nigga sound like he was goddamn reading for motherfuckers.
I was about to say and sing.
And sing.
Okay.
Oh shit. I was over there hold that shit in. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, listen,
That's interesting.
And like you said, Eric, yeah, folks do not know. We have not taught kids how to process and this, that, and the other. When they get involved in this little gang culture and carrying on, you know, they let the streets raise them. And so now it's all about how hard you are and you don't take shit from nobody. I mean, hell, and it's masculine behavior because it's masculine culture, but our women done picked up on that now.
Because how many as a kid, your mama or your grandmother had this conversation with you? Yeah, they was such and such. Did they hit you? Then don't worry about what they said.
Right.
That part.
Right. Okay. Right. And sticks and stones, and that we need to take that out of our vocabulary because that's a lie. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. Because everybody now, that's why we need mental health shits. Because folks that got fucked up because somebody done said something that they ain't got over.
Right. And the crazy part is if you sit down and have that discussion, more times than not, it was because somebody else, the third party, done said something, and now y'all fighting over what they didn't see.
Exactly. Okay. what is this? I thought Donald Trump was type A when he was faced with tax evasion, losing office, and seeming like he was trying to get coronavirus. Child, listen, Agent Orange, child, is all of the above and then some. That motherfucking fruitcake there, and here's where it is. You have to understand something. I really believe in the beginning of all this, he didn't think he was going to win. But then he started talking to the language of folks who started to worship him as a god.
Mm-hmm.
You take somebody who has built his life on public entertainment. He has always been in the public's eye. Anytime you take somebody who went to the WWE or whatever, the wrestling children,
right,
and walk up in there in a suit and go tackle one of the goddamn wrestlers, all for publicity, get up and pop his goddamn collar and shit and walk off. What did you think? Okay, he's a big ass baby. He don't know how to sit down there and take criticism. All he wanted was gratuitous praise. You couldn't talk about his fuck up. You only had to talk about what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and even when you talk about his fuck ups, you had to make it seem as though it wasn't his fault. It was somebody else's.
Right.
You know. So here we got it. He's never said anything. He tried to clean up, telling himself, "Oh, I was making a joke." Gonna tell these folks, "Oh, we need to look into how we could take bleach and something and maybe inject it into the arm and clean up."
Let's not relive that foolishness no more. Let's move on.
Okay, but that's who folks said they wanted in charge. They put that man over the country. They made him the most powerful man in the world during those 4 motherfucking years. With that kind of mindset and that kind of mentality. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, he's a good businessman." Business my ass.
Yeah.
He went bankrupt 7 times. Okay, and yeah, he pulled out and was able to rebuild. He went bankrupt. Okay, but you gave him the power to sit down there and have everything that his kids was doing for the company become a fucking tax write-off because the damn country paid for it.
Mm-hmm. And then y'all had the nerve to give him a stimulus package on the way out the door by funding his damn thing with 500 million plus.
Boom.
For him to not for real.
So honey, no. But this is what the folks, and that's one example of where we are when we say mental health needs to be a standard part of a comprehensive medical plan. Because when you get insurance on your job, they tell you can go into mental health, but you're going to have 3 to 5 visits a year. Really?
So whatever you work out, you work it out quick.
As someone who has taken martial arts, I don't see a problem with MMA as far as learning it for protection. I personally never watched any matches on TV. I totally agree with you. I agree because hell, I think that that's part of what we talk about with the Black Panther Party. You know, they were talking about learning how to defend yourself, learning how to protect yourself. You know, you need the skill. Now, I can't say never. When I was 12 years old, honey, I tried to take martial arts and carry it on and this, that, and the other. The guy was teaching us out in the backyard, staying on Mack and Newport at the time, and he was trying to teach us out of his backyard. But we got to doing those, better lay down and do the 6 inches, the six inch foot thing off the ground. That was pulling my goddamn stomach so goddamn hard, honey. I mean, I could not stand it. I mean, really, I could not take it. I was sweating, I was crying, I was like, oh my God. And I just felt like everything in me was stretching. And I got up, I said, I'm sick. Something ain't right with my stomach. And I left and I never went back. And that was in 1982. Okay. Now I wish I had gone and kept up with the training or whatever, because by now, hell, I could be like one of my heterosexual husbands, honey, Michael Jai White. Okay. I could be as powerful as him or whatever had I continued, you know. Then at the same time, fuck you, bitch. Okay. I heard you, bitch. To keep your mouth closed, handle your business over there. Okay.
You come with a bag, you bring the bigger bag.
Okay. it could have been, you know, one of those things. But then at the same time, you know, a lot of the time to prove yourself, you got to get into those fights. So those who get caught up in it, you know, now and you know, you got to fight. And I didn't want to get into those kind of competitions and stuff like that. Okay, and then of course then came Karate Kid and things. And then when folks, I was watching how when folks started learning the skills, now all of a sudden they want to show you how bad they are. So then they were going around picking fights, which goes against the teachings of what the whole art form is about. It's about self-defense. You don't go around starting shit. You know, you don't go around starting shit. Okay, and that's what I disliked about it. But one of the things that we as a community, as a people, that should be something that we all learn. You know, in order to defend ourselves properly without the need for guns. You see, and that's another thing. We are in a world now to where nobody want to take an ass whooping. Okay, because you can live from an ass whooping. You be a little bruised up or whatever, but you get up and talk about it. Live to see a new day. Okay, squash the beef. Be done with it. But that don't happen these days. That's not how this works. Okay, that's not how this works.
You're right. You just wrench around and wrench it off.
See that? Okay. And any true martial artist or street fighter will never glorify any violence. Hello? At least I will hope not. Well, girl.
Well, the first thing that you learn in martial arts is discipline. They teach you how not to fight.
Right.
Right.
So
if anything, you know wise enough to learn
how not to fuck somebody up.
Right.
You know how to fuck them up, but the job is to try not to fuck them up.
Right. Wise enough to learn self-defense will also learn conflict resolution and know when to walk away from a confrontation. Listen, you know what? Don't get me started on the injection bleach bullshit. Hashtag I cannot. I cannot either. Those days were so stressful. Thank God he's gone from Paul.
Amen.
Okay. Well, you know, and that's what a lot of that was, honey. We've gotten into this whole thing, and yeah, so that's why we're here. We are here. And
you keep your hands to yourself if somebody threw a drink in your face in the club.
Would I?
Can you?
Can I?
If they take a whole fucking drink, a mug of beer, and say, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, and just throw the whole mug of beer in your face.
Well, let me say this. I have not had that happen to me personally. I've had it threatened, but I've not had it done. Okay. So could I maintain that? I don't think that I can. Because see, at that particular point, see, this is where it becomes a crime of passion. Because I'm in the moment. Okay.
But
that's an automatic.
They physically touch you, they threw a drink on you.
I don't give a fuck. You invaded my space and you did that shit on purpose.
Right. Well, I can say it had to happen to me, but somebody spit on me before.
Now that Listen to me very, very carefully. O'Neal Wells. I wonder what is he doing now. We went 8th grade together at Barber Middle School, honey. That boy thought it was funny. Because he did just that. He sneezed in my face. I mean, on purpose. It wasn't like he caught a sneeze. No. We were talking and we were arguing because he wanted to be one of the brainiac children. He was a very intelligent guy, but he thought he was, you know, one of them boasters and shit. And we talking, and next thing I know, he looked at me, he went, achoo, just like that, in my face. Snot, I mean, it was a wet one too.
Oh,
snot in my face. Baby, when I tell you,
bitch,
when I tell you,
if you don't call your friend, tell her leave me fuck alone while I'm on the show.
When I tell you,
she was watching the show.
I had to stop, and I couldn't do it then. But I sat down there, and when I tell you that was a premeditated ass whooping, Because I told him, I said, oh no, after school, I got to whoop this ass because I couldn't afford to get kicked out right then. I said, no, after school, I'm whooping your ass. Okay. And he thought I was playing. Everybody thought I was bullshitting. And that was the beauty. Everybody thought I was bullshitting. I said, oh no, I'm whooping this ass, honey. I'm whooping your ass. Okay. And everybody who knows me knows Demetrius does not go home with no books. I'll put all the bitches in the locker. I had did my homework in school that day. Put all my books in the locker, and I followed him outside, and we got maybe about 100 feet from the door. I said, okay, nigga, what was that? You want to laugh because you the motherfucker sneezed in my face. He said, oh, nigga, what? And he tried to do it again, and he went over the fence because I knocked his ass. He went flipping over the fence. I went and grabbed him, and I started choking the shit out of his ass over the fence. His body was on one half. His neck was on the other, and I whooping his motherfucking ass. And I said, bitch, sneeze in my motherfucking face again and act like that's supposed to be all right. And I'm going to whoop your motherfucking ass every time you think about doing it. And when I got through, I got up and I patted my forehead and still was able to catch my yellow bus. And caught it just before it pulled off. They're like, why'd you like? I said, because I just got through whooping on Neil's ass and didn't nobody believe me until the next day because his cousin was actually Brooks.
No, because this happened at work, and I told this dude to leave me be. You saying too much. Nigga, fuck you. Blah. Hold up. It took half the crew to pull me off of him.
Okay.
That moment, that switch went on. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you. All I know is I was, and it took about 5 of them to pull me off of him.
Right.
And he fired immediately, and I didn't even get rolled up. My manager was like, if my mama had this, I would have snapped. So I can't even be mad at that.
No. Okay.
But
so
yeah,
there you have it.
So
there
yeah,
you have
that's
it.
a good question.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But all over again.
Okay. So there we have it. Okay, he got to take care of that and bring him down for a minute. Then he come back in a minute. So now let's get into this because we talking politics and carrying on and crazy ass motherfuckers and things of that nature. And I want to tackle this today. I can't let it sit no more. That there's this voters rights bullshit that just happened down here in Georgia.
I'm about to take
and if it happened here, then that means that the other states need to pay attention because they may copycat. Okay. And part of that is the whole idea that what this is supposed to mean. Okay. How do we pass a bill that sits down and criminalize standing in line to vote and criminalizes folks wanting to pass out water, okay, and things? How is it that you say that you said that it's okay to limit the number of absentee ballot boxes and carrying on? How is it that you say that because he limited the number of absentee ballots will put them on that shit they were trying to do? We're putting it, okay, yeah, it's in the county, but it's on the motherfucking way on the other side at the county line between two motherfucking counties.
Right. Basically, what they do is taking other states' bullshit and combine them together for one state of foolishness. That the one thing where not to feed the voters, that comes out of Mississippi. The one with cutting down the number of ballot places you can put the voting boxes at, that comes out of Texas. And then another part of that comes out of Arizona. And they just took all these ideas together to implement what they really want, which is to get that 20,000 votes that he wanted. Y'all remember that? Oh, I just need 20,000 votes.
Okay.
Is that okay? We're gonna make it to where trying to get your vote in is such a hassle and a pain in the butt that you're not gonna want to do
it. Right.
Everybody be teasing goddamn Trump punk ass.
Because keep in mind, a lot of these places that are affected by that are the larger metropolitan areas, the Atlanta,
Exactly.
the world. All the smaller pockets are deeply Republican. They're not going to be affected as much by that.
Okay. Let me read this so that we can have some kind of clarity on this, because and then y'all see how they had arrested the state representative, honey. They had arrested her and they charged her with a felony because she was knocking on the governor's door, right as he was signing it. And they said, I don't know why that's against the law, why that's a felony, but I need to understand that.
Right.
I don't know what that is to make that a felony. But this is from the intelligentsia. Republican Governor Brian Kemp on Thursday signed into law a measure passed by Georgia's Republican-controlled legislature to restrict voting rights in reaction to Democratic gains there last year. While it's not the Jim Crow 2.0 critics feared and the earlier versions threatened, the new laws shows a determined effort by Republicans to restrict voting in order to claw back power. The bill imposed a new ID requirement on those wishing to vote by mail and tightened deadlines on mail ballots. It also restricted mail ballot drop boxes, banned provisional ballots for votes cast in the wrong district, in the wrong precinct. That's wrong. And perhaps most ominously, allow for state takeover of election administration from county election boards if it deems such intervention necessary.
So, wow. If you don't comply, they're going to do a hostile takeover.
They're going to do a hostile takeover, right. The legislation also overhauled rules governing Georgia's unique general election runoffs, which produced 2 Democratic wins in January that gave Democrats control of the U.S. Senate. Going forward, runoffs will occur 4 weeks after the general election, with very limited time provided for the early voting on which Democrats generally and minority voters specifically tend to rely. The new law also eliminates special election nonpartisan jungle primaries, like the one held last November, to choose someone to fulfill the rest of the term of U.S. Senator Johnny Isakson, who resigned for health reasons. Well, how you going to do that? If he resigned, you got to fill the seat.
Right.
Now, parties will hold primaries before a general special election to fill vacancies. What?
They're trying to regain control, me.
I know. The idea may be to give Republicans more time to recover from the kind of intra-party fisticuffs engaged in an appointed Senator Kelly Loeffler and right-wing challenger Doug Collins before Loeffler's runoff lost to Raphael Warnock. Democrats in Atlanta and in Washington are attacking the legislation with varying degrees of heat. One with black Georgia legislator actually being arrested by state troopers for trying to talk to Kemp about it while he was holding his presser on the subject. Still, the bill could have been much more worse from a voting rights perspective. At varying points in the process, some Republican legislators were promoting the abolishing of no excuse voting by mail, which Republicans themselves introduced in 2005, and elimination of Sunday in-person early voting in a transparent effort to stop the traditional souls to the polls events traditionally held by black churches after Sunday worship. The final version of the bill left no excuse voting by mail in place and actually mandated 2 weekend early voting days that, led by local option, could be switched to Sundays. This provision is feeding Republican spin to the entire bill that somehow is a pro-voter. The bill is probably best understood as a compromise workout between 2 wings of the Georgia GOP: Trump loyalists who claim to believe loose voting rights stole Georgia for Biden, and 2 Senate seats for John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, and those including Kemp and Secretary of State Brad Rassenberger, who didn't buy the stolen election rap, but still favored the voter suppression as a way to improve their party's odds as a closely contested state. Aside from the right for abuse state takeover provision, the most troublesome part of the bill from a voting rights standpoint of view is the switch from verification of mail ballots by signature authentication, against voter registration files to the new requirement for ID that must be submitted with the applications to vote by mail. How? With the ballots themselves. How do you do that? Are you supposed to put in a copy of the fucking of your ID? How do you do that?
And the other part of that is the fact that they also set it up now to where you don't automatically get an application to vote by mail. You have to request one, and that's where that ID.
This requirement adds 2 additional steps to the process for all voters and a potential bar to participate for others, as the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported. About 3% of registered voters don't have a license or state ID number on file, and they would need to submit additional documentation. It's a provision almost too sure to attract a lawsuit and judicial review. Of course it is. While the legislative activity ends the GOP effort to roll back voting opportunities for now, the state will continue to be ground zero for fights over the franchise at least through the 2022 elections, which are expected to be very competitive, and where Kemp and Rassenberger may be fighting primary challenges from Trump-backed polls who argue that they are soft on voter fraud and too sympathetic to minorities. Wow. It's worth noting that above and beyond the current bill's provisions, there is a tradition of Republican secretaries of state, most notably Kemp, using aggressive purges of voting rolls to target young and minority voters. That could be very much in play as Republicans deal with the likely gubernatorial race by 2018 Democratic nominee and national voting rights champion Stacey Abrams. Let's not forget, by the way, that the new Georgia election law is precisely the sort of legislation that would have put a whole pending Justice Department review of its impact on minority voting rights had the U.S. Supreme Court not gutted the pre-clearance requirements of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. That's another reason congressional Democrats should find a way to enact the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act, restoring the VRA's effectiveness and ensuring Lewis's home state does not mock his memory and wreck his legacy. Now, how about that? Because you know what? That's a spin that I hadn't even gone to yet. The whole idea that here's a man who has been sitting up here fighting for the Voters' Right Act to be a fucking amendment. It needs to be an amendment in the Constitution. We should not have to keep having a vote to make sure black folks have the right to vote every so many fucking years.
Right.
This don't make no goddamn sense. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is, how about that? This man has died fighting for the right to vote and all of that. And here in his home state, or not his home state, in his governing state, okay, where he did all his goddamn political work, okay, y'all sat down there and just muddy his motherfucking legacy by doing this shit and sat down there and set all this back the way that you did, all because you're trying to sit down there and play politics. You want to play partisan politics.
See, here's the thing, because you know every now and then I can turn on that foolishness that is Fox News. The thought process is this: the reason why it's still being portrayed by the that they stole the election is because they feel like if there was not any voting that went place and it was strictly based on people coming to the polls, they would never would have lost. And in fact, would have been a blowout the other way around.
How about it?
Now the thought process is, okay, all these states that have these very liberal rights in regards to sending in the non-in-person ballots, those are the ones we got to work on. Because in the end, it's not about eliminating everybody in the scenario. It's about eliminating just enough to change the tide. So you get those 20,000 votes in Georgia, them 30, 40,000 votes in Wisconsin, and so on and so forth. Because as you know, like here in Michigan, you know, Michigan in reality is a Republican state. But the thing is, because you have Detroit and Flint and Saginaw and other pockets of the state that are largely with minorities, and they basically make a significant number of the amount of people in the state, that's why we get Democrat as opposed to Republican. So they trying to do everything to kind of trim the fat on that, so that next time around, people like, well, you don't have that option to mail it in. If you're gonna stand in that line, I know you ain't. Right. You know what the black
Right. Okay. And then you have this here, and then for y'all to sit down here and say that y'all made it a crime now for folks to hand out water because y'all don't do your jobs at this motherfucking post.
That's the craziness of it all, right there.
To hand out water and food for those standing in these long ass lines because y'all fucked up the damn thing.
The bill right there. All the rest that come from other states, but that's the Georgia part.
See, you know, my thing is this. My thing is first thing, and I'm not even a scholar. First of all, bitch, there's no way possible you're gonna tell me that this bullshit is legal. First of all. Second of all, how many times have y'all ever revisit the woman's fucking right to vote? Answer that question to me. Have you ever tried to amend that? Did you ever want to bring it before Congress? Not one motherfucking time. But this is not the first time that you tried to revisit the 1965 voting rights for black people.
Is it the woman's right to vote, or is it an amendment to the Constitution?
Right. Yes, that's an amendment.
Whether it was an amendment or not, they've never revisited it again. They've never ever talked about it again. Even if it was an amendment, once it was an amendment, they never talked about that shit ever again.
Because they thought it was enough for them to shut up.
Right.
And guess what? It wasn't, and they still haven't revisited.
Yep.
Which
now
is
that
why
they got a black woman president, you would think they would try to revisit it right about now.
Which is why we have to do our part to make sure that the Voters' Rights Act of 1965 become a fucking amendment to the Constitution.
Exactly.
Which is why they as it was a bill, it was the John Lewis Voters' Rights Act. Okay, they named it after him. Okay, and this is why we have to now sit down there and make that an amendment to the Constitution. We as blacks, listen. That as much as has gone down for that Voters' Rights Act, okay, the marching, the this and the that, and the killing, the dogs, the fire hoses, whether it was business owners or not, because I know if Hodges listen, he gonna say, well, no, that wasn't about all the that wasn't about the right to vote, it was about the right for business owners. All of it, okay, all of it. Everything that we went through in order to get our concessions. Now we got to take it. We got to take it over the finish line. We got to take this over the finish line and make it a part of the damn Constitution.
We have to, because even if you was a black businessman at any given point in time, it was even wiser to be a black businessman that had the right to vote.
Exactly. And see, here's the thing for me, because everybody, whatever party you own, honey, y'all all know that the black vote is who y'all always try to come and have to grab. They tell y'all that every time we go to the damn polls. And this year it was black women. Y'all know black women, y'all got to get the black woman vote. Y'all got to get the vote in order to make this happen. Okay? So if y'all gonna cater to us and cradle us and bullshit y'all way to get that damn vote, if you're gonna be Bill Clinton and going on sitting in your hall to play the goddamn saxophone, if you go sit down there and be Agent Orange and go do your little two-step, little do-wah-diddy dance that he did and shit, if you go sit down there and go to the NAACP and tell these folks what you got to lose, your schools ain't shit, the jobs ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't this. But hell, what you got to do? You might as well vote for me. If y'all can sit down there and do that and know how powerful our vote is, why in the fuck we got to keep begging you for it? For the right to do it? Why the fuck do we have to keep begging you for the right to do it. And for every black person who sits in that motherfucking on any branch of the legislature, every black person in there, this should be a travesty amongst them. Why are you there? You wouldn't be there without a motherfucking vote. I mean, you're there to vote policy in. So how in the hell they gonna tell you you can't vote? And you got to beg for your vote. Huh? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then for y'all to sit down here and say that y'all done restricted this and you got to send in a driver's license and carrying on. Bitch, y'all know who the fuck I am. And here's where all this is now. Because see, we do this every time when it's time for elections. Well, we usually do it a year in, right? We got a whole year, and they tell for presidential elections and things. We always say, make sure your shit is in order. Make sure you go down there. Make sure you go to this website to make sure your name and stuff is right and blah blah blah. Now that this thing has passed, we need to be just as diligent on it now and keep the same heat that we had before. We got to sit down there and make sure that your paperwork is in order. Make sure if you don't have a driver's license, then we got to find a way to get you a number that's registered, because they said that you don't have it registered with the people. So that means we need to do bus loads to take y'all down here to the voters registration thing and talk to the county commissioner and all that and do that shit now. Do it now. So that all the local elections, we won't have this problem, because see, they don't never think about it during local elections. They only think about it at the presidential elections.
Carpooling is going to be illegal. You hand out water is illegal. Carpooling is going to be illegal.
How about that? Okay. Yeah, because you see how they try to do that. They're talking about the soul to the polls, honey. They want to make it so that the churches can't do it after service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ain't that a bitch?
But I'm like, I sit back and I constantly say to myself, but we have somewhere in this wonderful thing called the Constitution, where they simply says that little line that they need to take out, all men are created equal if they're white. That's what it should have said.
Okay.
But it didn't. It said all men are created equal, which means white, black, blue, green, orange. But what you say and what you do, America, is two different fucking things, and it's been that way since the beginning of time. I mean, it's almost like you throwing, excuse me for saying this, but it's almost like you throwing slave shit at us. You can't do this. You got to have an ID. You got to be able to walk there. First of all, half of these people don't have transportation to halfway get to the polling place. So how the fuck they gonna get transportation to go and get a goddamn ID?
Exactly.
Because these is white only.
But this is the gag. If they can read and write.
That part.
So what about our brothers and sisters who can't read and write but want to vote, but they're not gonna understand that damn process?
Well, and there you have it. And there you have it, child. I'm just absolutely, I'm so toe down. And see, here's the thing that we all need to look at, and like I said, this is here in Georgia now, but we all know that this is going to become a copycat, because other states are going to try to pick this up, where they felt that this was done unfairly or whatever the case is. Okay. So so we need to get on this and start acting on this now. As a matter of fact, I really need to put this up with the College Park Citizens Association.
Right.
Because
the young gentleman told me to forward his information to you. So I think that would be a hot thing to talk to about with him, even though it's not here, but just to prepare him for.
Exactly.
I'm gonna inbox you his information when we get offline.
Okay, that's cute. Well, we're gonna get ready to do that in a few moments, as we are coming to a close of tonight because I wanted to make sure we hit all of these particular subjects this evening. Okay. And since the children done sat down here and shut us down on Facebook, old rascals. Okay, old rascals, child. Okay, let me make sure I covered everything. Okay.
But what you remember what you said earlier, Meech?
Well,
when you said all things happen for a reason.
For a reason. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, honey.
But see, we don't think like that because we don't know the reason right then and there. So then we get in our feelings and say, "Girl, take a little time. You'll figure out why that happened."
Right. Okay. Exactly. But you know, one of the things I always say, I know anytime it comes down to our broadcast and carrying on, is that every time that we're on to truth, every time that we're on to something that's information or whatever, or anytime that they do not want to hear the people, you know, because the shit is already done. They don't want opinions on it. There is always something that gets a backlash. That, you know, we start having technical problems. Now all of a sudden, can't nobody hear. This shit want to act up and go bling and shit. Okay, we got pauses and freezes and things. I got to reboot the system.
But okay. I need you to forward that information to me so I can revisit it again on my show Monday after I do my research between tonight and tomorrow.
Dig it.
About
okay.
About the Georgia stuff, so I can tell everybody, you know, basically it's starting here, but that's not where it's going to end.
Exactly. Okay. How about that? Well, my darlings, let's do this. Let's all put ourselves together because this is a hot show. And let's all reconvene tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Honey, we have a special guest that's going to be with us tomorrow. This coming Sunday. For those of you who are listening live, I mean tomorrow, March 28th. If you're catching us in the rebroadcast, or if you're catching us in the rebroadcast and the dates have passed, honey, this is going to be uploaded too, somewhere. But on March 28th, tomorrow, Sunday, for I Said What I Said Sundays, the one and only Craig the Writer Stewart is going to be on with us from the T.S. Madison experience. And also he's a writer, he's an author, and he's the showrunner over there for Maddie in the Morning and also for the Queen Supreme Court. He's going to be with us tomorrow, and we're going to get into his business for a little minute and you know, talk with him, and then we're going to get into some I Said What I Said. And then, you know, let you, the people, come on up in here and have a couple of words. You're going to get 5 minutes, honey. You're going to get 5 minutes. Okay? Because if I don't cap y'all to come on here and act as if this was your platform, honey. And we give you a soapbox, and then you become like the deacon who preaching that Sunday morning, who's supposed to say the prayer at Sunday morning. It become a whole sermon. Okay.
Indeed.
Y'all know them deacons be sitting up there giving y'all them damn 25, 30-minute prayers because they ain't prayed all week, so now they want to sit up there.
Don't do that, because you used to do the same thing when you was the choir director. Don't you sit up there and cover these people.
Listen.
Well, we're going to do this song, and the history of this song, it was sung by Mahalia Jackson back in 1907, and she sang it on the imitate. Don't play Meech. Don't do that. Don't talk about the deacons.
You know how we do. You know how we do. Y'all ain't sit up and prayed all week, and now you sit up here trying to get your blessing on this Sunday morning. Or because folks say ain't acting like you. I can't stand that. Folks sit up there, thank you, Jesus. And won't nobody say it back. Yeah, I said, thank you, Jesus. Now you want to get louder to cue everybody to say, thank you, Jesus. No. Okay. Okay, then you start. Oh, you've been a good God. Yes, you have. You woke us up this morning. You started us on the way.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about the music room incident.
Okay.
You get that one amen.
Right, you get that one cosigner.
Now you're going into sound. Now you're going into response.
Right, call and response. Right.
Right.
So I gotta cap y'all.
Well,
right. That's supposed to be an altar prayer, honey. Ooh,
In the name
Lord,
of Jesus.
and don't you hate it? Because you
Girl,
did
I'm
altar
not
prayer.
gonna lie. You know, a lot of times I wish I was Catholic because they always have short church.
Honey, listen. You've been sitting up there and you know you're not supposed to walk on prayer. Okay, the ushers are
right.
Okay, you ain't supposed to walk on prayer. And you get that one person that want to sit down there and pray. Y'all holding hands, your nose itches, so you got to tap the child to let your hand go so you can wipe your nose. Okay, then you try to hold it back, or better you got to go pee, or better yet the damn kids or whatever child you ready to go. You trying to step up out of there, and the ushers stop you. You can't leave. They praying. Oh Lord. How about that altar prayer? And you got folks waiting in the vestibule, and to close the door because you can't let nobody in on the prayer, honey. We pray unto the Lord. This is respecting the Lord. So now folks that stand outside, you wonder why the cold air blowing in, because you got folks that built up in the goddamn vestibule and they got to stand outside. Lord, yeah, we got to cap y'all children. We got to cap you. Yeah, I'm talking about the church children. Okay? The church children.
Ain't nobody sweet.
Girl, YouTube is holding the hell out of you, girl.
Okay. So this is what it is, children, honey. We want you to finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished. And you have been dishing tea, my
Why
darling.
is that?
Yes. Big Meech. And with the big guy ally over there, that big red fella. And in Aunt Nikki's absence, child, she's in Philadelphia taking care of some family business. She'll be back hopefully tomorrow. We got all the way from the Nighthawk Network. We got Eric Buckner up there and your boy Derek right there. Okay? Coming at you the way that we do. So, honey, do this. If you love us, tell your friends, honey. If you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies. But do know this. One way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing over here will move forward, darling. Forward. Okay? We got some exciting things coming down the pipeline. We got some we got some new stuff coming. Wait a minute, what is this? Habiba jump. We finna coach. What's this? The F word towards gays. Is that cool for fun and good looking over there? Okay. I'm gonna let you have that one, honey. Because sometimes we don't know, honey. And then I got to figure out which F word you're talking about. Okay. So on that note, honey, we see you guys. Remember, Craig the Writer Studio is going to be with us tomorrow. And we're going to have some fun. So let me see. Let me cue up everything because I got to make sure I got my finger on the button. There we go. All right. So on that note, darling, we will see you all soon. So and scene, honey.